Lou at Term Provider, 800-200-1966. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-200-1966. That's 800-200-1966 for $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-200-1966. 800-200-1966.
Who's trial attorney Jeff Kaufman for the law offices of Kaufman Lind? When I first graduated law school over 25 years ago, I had so many ideas of what practicing law would look like. Well, after 25 years, I learned the most important thing I can do is care. There are many nights that I spend thinking about what I can do, how I can make a case better, how I can protect my client. If that works for you and you are in an accident, contact me at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. Offices, Orlando.
Discover a career that matters at the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. Be part of an innovative team delivering world-class health care and benefits to America's veterans. Enjoy robust benefits, work-life balance, and career development opportunities. Join a diverse and inclusive community that values your unique background and skills. A community where nearly 1 in 3 of your colleagues are veterans themselves. Apply now at vacareers.va.gov.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just 1 dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people, Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Breathe easy.
Look, honey, Florida watermelons are back in season.
They're back? I thought this day would never come. I've waited so long for the sweet, refreshing taste of fresh Florida watermelon. My smoothies, my fruit salads, my life. Nothing has been the same without my Florida watermelons.
Ma'am, is your husband okay?
He's fine. He's just being melodramatic.
Fresh from Florida watermelon. There's sunshine in every bite.
I'm just so happy.
Discover the new Buick SUVs in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Green.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. You are now listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
That's right, guys. Here we go on a Thursday edition of the Jim Colbert Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate that, as we do every single day. And we have a stacked up program for you today for damn sure. We'll get you caught up on what's happening out in the world. Deb will do that at 3:20 with Woke News, a special edition of Embers Only today.
Okay.
We'll also have one tomorrow as well. 4 o'clock hour stacked up. Date night done right. 2 segments with Danny Meyering because it is Memorial Day weekend. And if you have yet to settle on something, stay tuned for 4 o'clock because she is going to have a lot of it. We also have a very interesting case for Colbert Court with our buddy Glenn Klausman. 5 o'clock hour, it's trivia. Lionel Richie and Earth, Wind, and Fire tickets coming up for the Kia Center May 31st. We'll end the show up with You Heard It Here First, your calls, texts, and talkbacks, plus 4 opportunities for you to win $1,000. Welcome to the show. I am Jim. To my left, my lovely and very dangerous co-host, Ms. Deb Roberts.
Hello there.
Straight ahead, producer Jack Bradshaw.
Good afternoon.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Find us easily on social, Instagram and Facebook at The Jim Colbert Show. On Twitter, just at Jim Colbert Show. And, of course, all day, every day at JimColbertLive.com. That's where you can click through and check us out on YouTube. While you're there, give us a like and subscribe. That helps us out quite a bit. Check is your 3 o'clock keyword, CHECK. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000, guys. Check is your 3 o'clock keyword. Good luck. We hope you win for sure. If you want to leave a talk back for the program, we'll do that because we have another one of these things I think is going to hit like hit yesterday.
Oh, really?
That's right. Go to the iHeartRadio app. Go to Real Radio. Once you get there, use that microphone to send your comment over to Jack, and you fringers send over your promos as well. Today and tomorrow is the last day we'll be able to help you going into the final weekend of Fringe. Glenn told me today that he got to see Ross and Joel's show. I guess he went last night.
What'd he say?
You know what he said to me? He goes, "Don't take your parents."
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was his review. He goes, very funny, very edgy, don't take your parents. It's an 18-up scenario, according to Glenn. So we'll probably get a brief review of Ross and Joel's show, 10 sketches from our buddy Glenn Klausman today.
Well, I know, Jack, you've already seen the show.
Oh, yeah.
Is it something you would not have taken your mother to?
Oh, hell no.
That's the best endorsement you can give it, right?
Say.
Keep your grandparents and parents away.
I think my mom would love it.
Yeah.
Oh, you really think so?
Oh, yeah.
Is your mom out there like that? Like, she doesn't get offended like that?
Not easily, but I would probably need to see the show first and then go, maybe not.
Let me ask you a question. What would be the most uncomfortable thing? Anything sexual or language? Because it's usually one of the two, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or
language, not a problem. But the vagina monologues, I think that would have made my mom very uncomfortable.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think my mother, God rest her soul, had a good outlook on things like that. She would take in everything. She didn't get really offended all that bad. And to believe it or not, although my parents are, my in-laws are very faith-based. Of course, my father-in-law is a chaplain and a pastor, and she's the wife of chaplain and pastor. I don't think they have a problem with stuff like that.
My mom kind of borderline cusses like you do behind the wheel.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Look
at Jack's eyes. It's just, whoa.
Just thinking about what I can and cannot say.
You can say anything you want.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. I had so we're going to the Fringe show tomorrow night with Fayez. I just found out that Fayez and his wife are going out as well the same night that we're going. So we're going to step out a little bit beforehand. And I told him, I said, use your juice and get us a good table, dog. I said, get us somewhere good so we can try something nice before we go out and check it out. And Jack, I know you have a bunch of Fringe shows coming up as well.
Don't be late. They do not let you into a Fringe show late.
Yeah, I know
really?
that. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't, to be honest with you.
No, they shouldn't. No.
Yeah, because, they have a finite amount of time to get it on the stage and get it off the stage.
And then they have, exactly.
Right.
It's time they have to break down and be out of there.
Right.
So these shows start on time every time, and they do not let you in late. And I know someone who went to see Ross's show and got shut out because
really?
No.
They were late.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Wow.
Thanks for your $15, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I really want to see the show, so that's good to know.
Yeah.
Building that extra buffer time.
They don't
for parking and
They don't do that at Dr. Phillips. They will let you in afterwards because the doors don't really interrupt the show. It's still not cool to get there and do that, but that's the thing with these venues. A lot of these doors are relatively small, or these venues are relatively small.
Some of these doors open up onto the stage.
Exactly. So, you can't just open the door and walk in. You'll be part of the show.
Right, exactly.
Now, to that end, 10 sketches with Ross and Joel, they're in the large venue. You have a small, medium, and large venue. They are in a large venue, and they use that space well. It's a lot of fun. You will laugh. I loved it, and I'll see it again.
Yeah, you're going to see it one more time?
Yeah, probably.
Like the Sunday show or something?
Probably.
Yeah,
it's either Friday or Sunday now, right?
All right. Yeah, exactly. All right, 407-916-1041. Jack, the 100 deadly days of summer is about to begin. Do you know what that's in reference to?
I believe that's teen driving.
It is teen driving. Yeah. The funny thing is when I read this story today, I'll tell you, when your kids go away, I don't know about anybody out there, I stopped thinking about them. That's a joke, but what I'm saying is you stop thinking about the trials and tribulations of worrying about what kids are going to be doing every day of their life because they're kind of out and on their own. You keep in touch with them via phone. Hey, what's going on? You coming over? You're not coming over? That's pretty much, they become kind of pals, right?
Yeah.
Man, the 100 deadlies, I thought it was a weather thing.
Did you really?
I thought it was weather and heat. I had totally forgotten that it was a teen driving thing. According to the story today, this is via Click Orlando, which is KMG Channel 6 here locally. How many drivers will hit the roads this year or this summer in Florida with learner permits?
Oh, no.
Learner's license. As of this month, how many extra teen drivers with just learner permits do you think will be on the roads in Central Florida? And this is a great weekend to turn them out there, by the way.
Just
in Florida.
Yeah, why not? They get an extra day of practice driving on Monday.
Right. And the busiest road day of the year, second.
Is it?
Yeah, it's one of them. 2.5 million people on the road in Florida. It's been news for a week. What do you think?
Thank you, Jimmy.
How many?
Is this Florida or Central Florida?
Just Florida.
All of Florida.
The Florida Attorney General warns about upcoming 100 deadly days of summer. This many Florida teens.
10,000.
10,000, he says.
He laughs, so it's higher, Deb.
Yeah,
it's higher.
I was going to go 250,000. Or actually, I was going to say 1 million.
Prepare yourselves accordingly in Florida. We're about to turn 250,000, 200,000 to be exact. Ding it up.
All right.
200,000 teen drivers out into the roads. And can I ask a question? This may be an ageist thing, and that's fine, right? This may be. Why is it I feel like when I was a teen driver, I was way better at it than what I see teen drivers doing today?
That's just memory, Jimmy.
I'm being dead honest.
That's ego and memory.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not, and I'll tell you why. As a teen driver, I did not have a cell phone distracting me. As a teen driver, I didn't have to find out if my Bluetooth was going to play my favorite album next or pause my podcast so I could take a phone call all at highway speeds, all at 17. I didn't have to do that. The worst thing when I was a teen is driving in flip-flops.
That and having a car full of your friends.
Right, that was the worst thing. Or, driving drunk as a teen like a moron. You do that sometimes. But I never in a million years had that level of distraction that teens have now. That's a horrifying number to me. Florida already has a transient driving issue. People coming from different states with different sensibilities, from different countries that drive on different sides of the road.
Stop it, you're scaring me.
And now we're going to put 200,000 complete morons, for the record, in cars with cell phones, behind the wheel, highway speeds. Best of luck.
Okay, what's the alternative?
There is no alternative. That's the problem.
Yeah. Well, actually, you can take it upon yourself to get extra training. Like Deputy Scott writes in, he has a teen driver's challenge class that they do at the Lake County Sheriff's Office.
That's awesome.
And you can sign up and you get extra training, and it kind of teaches you how to deal with some of the obstacles you might find in everyday driving.
And
Good.
No, the 100 days is from it's Memorial Day weekend to Labor Day weekend,
that's
right?
That's exactly it, yes.
When kids are out of school, they have their own cars.
Right,
They've got a new license. They've got their friends in the car.
And
They're going to the beach.
That's your first bastion of freedom outside of a bicycle. And even with a bicycle, there was limitations. You know that you're never going to be more than like a couple miles from home. With a car, this is like the first time. I don't know about you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Like outside of getting my first apartment, my automobile was the very first time I felt like independent from my family and friends thing. You know, I just felt like I had my own way at that point.
Well, I didn't because I usually only got the car when I heard the words of, "Hey, Deb,
Yeah.
you want to go to the store?"
Exactly right. This is the Florida Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles. So the time frame usually sees a gigantic increase in fatal crashes among teen drivers, hence the name.
Because the speed is always such an issue.
It sure is, and it says you got to be careful out there, and kids out there driving. This is ages 15 to 19, by the way, with learner's permits. But I always thought the learner's permit was a 16-year-old or 15-year-old thing.
Yeah.
Isn't what we used to call that, the restricted license, right? Isn't that what we called that back in the day, guys?
Well, we called it a learner's permit up
Learner's
north.
permit
Really?
is what I know, yeah.
We just called it a restricted license when I was here. You got it at 15 years old. You had that for a year, and then at 16 you could get your actual license after the driving test.
Failed my first one.
I did too.
Me too.
Did you really?
Yeah, I put the blinker on too soon is what he said. That's why he failed me.
What do you think?
Oh, I did a California stop.
Did you really?
That's what they called it, too.
You ready for this?
I just rolled. I kind of rolled and then.
Oh,
kept
that's what
going.
it is. You just kind of roll through the stop
You don't
sign?
come to a complete stop. You slow down, but
Right.
you're still moving.
Okay.
I for some reason I felt like impressing the driving thing.
Oh no!
And as we were, because you have to back up in a straight line like 100 feet or whatever.
Oh no!
I turned around. I'm going backwards, right, in my little Chevy Love truck. And she goes, okay, you can stop and continue forward now. My truck was still going backwards. I turned around and faced forward, did not use my brake, shifted it into first and used the clutch and the gas and then keep going. I never touched the brake. I was like, in my brain, I was like, she's got to be impressed. She has got to be impressed. Get back and find out that I failed. Here's the bad part of that. Drove myself to the test.
Oh!
I had to call.
Hey, Dad, I need a ride.
I had to get my buddy Nick to come pick me up because all the cops were around there. Like, Palatka is like terrible because it's Putnam County, and the reason I'd say terrible, it's not terrible as a place, but it's like you have city, county, and state troopers are all based there.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
So you have more cops per capita in that tiny little city than you do in other places. So there was no getting away from it. I snuck in the back parking lot to park. And they didn't ask me how I got there, thank God. But when I failed, Mullet really mad. Had a very mad Mullet that day. And I had to call my buddy Nick to come get me and then when I took it the next day and passed it. She actually told me, too. She's a little turnaround thing there wasn't. That did it in for you, buddy.
Yeah.
She goes, impressive. That's not the way we do it. You know,
Right.
Stop it with the brakes and then continue forward. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Got a bunch of really fun stuff to talk about today. Deb, what's coming up for news?
Well, not the fun stuff. We have 5 people have died after tornadoes ripped through Iowa. Speaking of weather, NOAA predicts the highest number of named storms ever. And God's influencer is cleared for Vatican sainthood. I kid you not. We'll talk about that and more coming up next during Woke News.
All right, you got it. 407-916-1041 to call us. Text us at 77031. Leave us a talk back if you'd like. Get the iHeartRadio app. Go to Real Radio once you get that. And send your comment over to Jack. He'll take care of it. Check, by the way, is your 3 o'clock keyword. CHECK. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Back with Deb's news and more of the Jim Colbert Show right after this.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio, at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by Gringos Locos and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Ken, and Mike. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
Slow traffic reported in the usual spots on I-4 this afternoon, east and westbound between Osceola Parkway and 535. Looking at a good ride for the most part for those traveling north and southbound on Florida's Turnpike. No major east or westbound delays to report so far on the 408. If you run into traffic problems today, make sure you're calling the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida Osceola East Emergency. HCA Florida Osceola East Emergency in St. Cloud at 4920 East Erlo Bronson Highway is now open 24/7. Visit hcafloridahealthcare.com to learn more. This emergency department is part of HCA Florida Osceola Hospital. This is not an urgent care center. Its services are billed at hospital rates.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here with my friends over at the Filatowski Eye Institute. I'm asking you right now, just check yourself. Do you have bad eyesight? Do you have to wear glasses, maybe contacts? Do you hate it? If you do, there is a solution. It is the Filatowski Eye Institute, and good news for you. Right now, you can find out for free exactly what these guys can do to give you a better life. That's right, free LASIK consultations right now at the Filatowski Eye Institute. Just do this to make your appointment. Text 1041 to 868686. That way you can start your journey to better vision and to better life with the Filatowski Eye Institute. My son and my father-in-law did this, changed their lives overnight. This entire process only takes a few seconds, and I'm telling you guys, what you get out of it is an amazing new look at life. These guys have all the experience you want, 65,000 LASIK procedures using the best tech out there. And if finances is concerned, don't worry there either. 24-month interest-free financing is available. Just do this. Just text 1041 to 868686 and schedule that free LASIK consultation at the Filatowski Eye Institute. Your path to better vision begins right now.
When you call me for an injury case, you don't pay a dime unless we win. The call and the advice are always free. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorneys.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Haley, quote, "Navage is the best thing I bought. I love it. My nose feels so clear now and I can breathe. I've been struggling with a stuffy nose for weeks. I bought Navage and it's amazing." Or this one, "I use Navage every night, could not imagine life without it. I have 5 cats, and before I found Navage, I was a clogged mess. Now I breathe so much better," unquote. Those are 2 of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
What about when life spells fried chicken?
R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
4th cup of coffee?
Still R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
Extra cheesy pizza?
Rolaids always spells relief. Rolaids' powerful dual-active formula begins neutralizing acid on contact to fight your heartburn fast. So, when life spells heartburn, Rolaids spells relief. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
In St. Augustine, Ponte Vedra, it might feel like there's not enough time to take everything in. Because once you're done exploring 42 miles of pristine coast, marveling at historical architecture, and enjoying world-class food, it'll be time to check out and head home. But that's okay. You can always stay just one more day. Visit FloridasHistoricCoast.com to learn more. It's about time.
Kick off your summer with iHeart 80s. Rewind to a decade in music that defined a generation. From Madonna to Michael and more. iHeart 80s goes commercial-free all Memorial Day weekend and every weekend. Open the free iHeart app, search iHeart 80s, and start listening now. iHeart Radio. Free never sounded so good.
We are professional grade at Orange Buick GMC. Online at orangebuickgmc.com.
You text us at 77031 and we say it on the air. Sometimes.
We might even give you credit.
Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade. The Jim Colbert Show, streaming live on YouTube. Watch us talk.
Check. CHECK, that is your 3 o'clock keyword. Get over to realradio.fm and send it away for your chance at $1,000. Check, guys. That is your 3 o'clock keyword. Good luck. We hope you win that money. And, Jack, I know we have an extra pair of Todd Rundgren tickets that we're giving away, but there is a time-sensitive scenario.
Yeah, 7 o'clock tonight. It's on our Instagram page, at Real Radio 1041 on Instagram. Go to our story, enter your email there, and you can enter to win a pair of Todd Rundgren tickets. He's playing tomorrow night at the Plaza Live. I'll be there. Will you? Enter on our Instagram, at Real Radio 1041. It's in the story.
407-916-1041. Welcome back. I am Jim. Jack is right over there, and Deb has your news.
And now, it's time for Woke News.
It seems like kind of a misuse of the whole woke.
On the Jim Colbert Show.
Jack flicked off the computer and it made me laugh. I'm sorry. Jack is dealing with some back issues. He's a little sour right now, and it makes me laugh. I love it.
I can't blame him, man. We all know what that feels like.
Yeah.
All right, Woke News is brought to you by that mortgage guy, Don. Saturday morning, give him a listen when he's host of the Home Loans Radio Show. All right, officials in Greenfield, Iowa say 5 people died and at least 35 others were hurt after a series of tornadoes tore through the small town on Tuesday. Now, the Iowa Department of Public Safety said Tuesday's tornadoes, at least 3 of them, killed 4 people in the Greenfield area. And then the Adams County Sheriff's Office said a 5th person, a woman whose car was blown off the road, was killed by a twister about 25 miles away.
Wow.
Now, through Tuesday, there have been at least 859 confirmed tornadoes this year, and that's 27% more than the U.S. sees on average. That's according to NOAA's Storm Prediction Center, which is located in Norman, Oklahoma. So far, Iowa has had the most with 81 confirmed twisters.
Mercy, man. It's May. Did you see the one where the 2 semi-tractor trailers, the one gas truck, drove right in the middle of it?
No.
And then the another truck was right behind it, a tractor trailer. It realized what was happening. It had its OS, that's a tornado moment.
Right.
And then it just tipped over. It's like somebody just went up there and went, dink. This whole tractor trailer just rolled over on its side.
Which is just crazy, the power.
Oh,
it's
man.
like seeing a piece of straw that's been put through a telephone pole.
It didn't even flex. It's like, you should be over.
Exactly.
You lay down.
Well, we can, while our hearts and prayers go out to Iowans at the same time, the Atlantic hurricane season begins next weekend. And gentlemen, I have a feeling we're going to be seeing a lot of each other. Air mattresses and such. Forecasters are keeping an eye on a tropical wave expected to form just north of Hispaniola. 9 days before the start of the season, they're already watching some systems. Now, while conditions are not favorable for development as it moves to the northeast, NOAA Administrator Dr. Rick Spinrad is confident this is just the beginning.
The forecast for named storms, hurricanes, and major hurricanes is the highest NOAA has ever issued for the May outlook.
Specifically, it's predicting between 17 and 25 named storms, with 8 to 13 of those becoming hurricanes, 4 to 7 of those growing into major hurricanes of Category 3 or stronger. Forecasters point to near record Atlantic Ocean temperatures and a La Nina in the peak hurricane months of August through October. So don't, just because if you're new to Florida and you don't hear of anything forming in early June, think, oh, man, they called this wrong. Yeah, no. Even though the winds are dangerous, using 2013 to 2023, they determined 90% of the deaths are actually caused by water.
Yeah.
It's one reason why this year government forecasters will test an experimental map that will show impacts beyond the traditional cone of uncertainty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, these newbies have such a fun time coming up, don't they?
I love it. And you'll learn how to love the local newscast.
Yes, you will.
That's what's going to happen to you when you move into this state. For people who are here, welcome. Prepare yourself. You're about to watch some rock stars do their thing.
Yeah, you are.
You're about to watch that. You know what? This is the cicada of human beings.
Yeah, it is.
These people lay under the ground. They're like, it's going to be hot and muggy. You know the deal. I'll see you. You know when I'll see you.
Right.
And then like weather gophers, they pump their head up. Oh, is the barometer dropping?
Yeah, exactly. When the sleeves get rolled up, the S starts getting serious.
When Tom Sorrell's undone his tie, run.
Yeah. And when you see that, you know there's already no water at the supermarket.
Exactly. Or toilet paper.
Yeah.
So don't bother. And if Jim Cantori, God forbid, ever shows up, run.
Hey, if you see panic in Manalfi's face, fire up the generator.
I challenge that. You never see panic.
I
in
know.
Manalfi's face.
I know. All right, State Senator Blaise Ingoglia has good news about insurance rates in Florida. He says more companies have entered the market, creating competition, and most of those companies already doing business in Florida are not hiking their rates. At the same time, though, Ingoglia says, listen, insurance companies are struggling nationwide.
So it's not localized, and I would encourage everyone to Google insurance rates, premiums in other states. You're going to see that it's not just Florida. The other part of that is the replacement cost.
Ingoglia says more work needs to be done in Tallahassee, of course, but recent reforms to the insurance market appear to be working. He also says Florida has become more attractive to home buyers because of limited regulation and no state income tax. Yep. Let's see what happens after this hurricane season, shall we?
Might tell you, every time somebody says that, the state income tax thing, I go, shut up.
Right.
Shut up. Don't even put it out there. What are you doing, dummy? What are you doing? Shut up. Don't even say those words, you maniac.
Well, in the political realm, Rick Scott wants to expand his influence in Washington. Senator Scott said yesterday he wants to succeed Mitch McConnell as Senate GOP leader. Yeah. McConnell has announced he plans to step down in November. Scott tells Fox News he's a change agent.
Yeah.
And he's going to change the Senate to help Donald Trump get his conservative agenda done. The former governor ran for Senate Republican leader 2 years ago, but lost to McConnell. Mm-hmm. This time he's facing South Dakota's John Thune and Texas's John Cornyn. CNN reports Scott would be considered an underdog.
Yeah. I heard he dropped down the rafter. Oh, man, that was going to be a good joke. I heard he dropped down from the rafters to say all that.
Medicare fraud says what?
I heard he stopped feeding on a virgin to say that.
I thought he only bathed in their blood.
Rick Scott, phone home.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, come on. It's just because he's ugly.
Skeletor, isn't that
it has nothing to do with his politics. It's just because he's ugly.
Well,
I'm making a joke.
He does look a little Voldemort-ish.
He does very Voldemort-y.
Very Voldemort-y.
Yeah.
For someone who doesn't even know who Voldemort is, way to lean in, Jimmy.
It is. For a guy that's so faithful, the irony of God doing that to him.
All right, this is good news for anybody who's tired of watching, farmland being gobbled up by one apartment complex after another. Those who want to limit growth, at least in Orange County, may get their wish. The Charter Review Commission said Monday it's going to ask the county commission to put a referendum on the ballot that would impose restrictions on development in rural areas. CRC member Eric Grimmer says the referendum would address unchecked suburban sprawl that has led to rapid growth and, in his words, soul-sucking traffic. He says putting the issue before voters would show that elected officials are listening to the people who have made it clear they support this idea. Orange County Mayor Jerry Demings tells the Orlando Sentinel the issue may come up at the next county commission meeting in about 2 weeks. All right, I was shocked when I heard this, when I saw this notification on my phone, but a popular Orlando restaurant is closing its doors less than a year after it sued the state of Florida.
Who is that?
Hamburger Mary's.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Hamburger Mary's.
Yeah, moving out of downtown.
Says the last day of operations at its downtown Orlando location off West Church Street will be next week, June 2nd.
Wow.
The LGBTQ plus owned bar, known for its drag shows and unique dining experience, says it's in the middle of negotiations in hopes of finding a new venue. Hamburger Mary's has served nearly how many people since it opened in 2008? How many people?
That spot had a moment. Look, it's still pretty hot, but man, there for a minute when they started that drag brunch thing over there, it went crazy. Or drag trivia, I think it was.
I've never been. I think I'll go next month.
I know I have.
Man, the burgers were amazing. All the food was
Yeah.
good.
I always heard great things about the burgers.
That show was a little graphic for me for to bring families to. I was like, I appreciate that for adults. I just thought maybe that was in bad taste to bring your kids to a show that was that graphic. But the performers were great. The food was good. I will say, geez Louise, 20,000.
Oh, I was going to say that. 20,001.
God, you son of a... I hate... You know what? It sucks playing games with him.
No, you know what? Because it sucks playing games with me because I'll get the answer right, and then you get pissy about that. And then you hate playing games with him because he'll guess one over, and then he'll get it right.
Okay.
Is there anything we can do that will make you happy? I derailed that for you real quick, didn't I? You're welcome.
I had a mom. All right, why don't you move forward
and
with
I
this?
had two dads, so thank you. Actually, 2 million.
God almighty.
2 million people since it opened in 2008.
You bitch me out, then give me that number?
You got it.
That's great.
Holy
Oh, wait,
ass.
wait. Time out. I get this.
Shut up. Get the hell out of here with that ding.
It should be a gong. I was close enough.
No wonder your back fell out. That's called karma.
Exactly right. You deserve it now, dude. That's what you get.
The company filed a lawsuit against the state last year over legislation that penalizes businesses for letting children attend drag performances.
Well, as far as the city of Orlando goes, it's excellent. Our plan is coming to fruition. You know?
Right, exactly.
We're removing the fun out of downtown.
For 7 years at least.
All right, NASA, Boeing, and United Launch Alliance are now targeting June 1st, the start of hurricane season next Saturday, for the launch of the first crewed Starliner mission from Cape Canaveral Space Force Station. Backup launch windows are available on June 2nd, June 5th, and June 6th. The new launch dates come after several scrubbed attempts as crews work to resolve, no worry here, just a small helium leak in the Starliner service module. The spacecraft with 2 astronauts aboard will launch atop a ULA Atlas V rocket for a week-long mission to the International Space Station. Now, if NASA signs off on the latest issues, the agency would aim for a 12:25 p.m. liftoff next Sunday.
How many people
Sunday,
do you,
actually, not Saturday.
How many people do you believe hear helium leak and think to themselves, well, they're never going to keep it up there without helium?
That's sad.
How many people do you believe that NASA uses the helium to float it up there?
I don't want to think about that, Jimmy, because they're also still probably wondering if the Earth is round.
I'm going to go 20,000, Jack.
20,001. All right. Meanwhile, a company has high hopes for a new arrival at the Kennedy Space Center. Sierra Space's Dream Chaser space plane called Tenacity.
Oh, yeah.
Arrived Saturday from Ohio. The plane will make its first flight to the International Space Station sometime this year. It'll be attached to a United Launch Alliance Vulcan rocket that'll blast off from Cape Canaveral Space Force Station. Now, the space plane's design, though...
That's a cool Vulcan rocket.
I know. Allows it to land back on Earth on a runway, just like an airplane, or if you remember, NASA's space shuttles.
Yeah.
Remember, they were just basically massive hang gliders with no engines?
Yeah.
A Sierra Space official says this could allow the plane to carry passengers one day. She tells Fox 35 News, Dream Chaser is going to change the way we travel to space. Speaking of us, this is a crazy story.
Okay.
A Seminole County deputy is accused of posing as a dead man in order to find a murder suspect. The sheriff's office says the deputy went undercover as an overdose victim in order to find his suspected drug dealer, and they did find him, 52-year-old Corey Phillips. Police were able to get Phillips to meet them somewhere last Friday and arrested him.
Yeah.
He's accused of selling meth and fentanyl to the man who was found dead at a Castleberry home last summer. Phillips has been charged with first-degree murder by distribution.
If you read that story, it's pretty crazy. He'd been out with the guy, gave him some stuff, went back to his house. Obviously, this guy took too much. It killed him. This guy kept calling his phone, because he couldn't get a hold of him, wondering what was going on. It was like, oh, he's just sleeping it off or whatever, because apparently then when they go to the house and find the guy there dead, they start communicating with the guy through the dead guy's phone. The guy who sold him the drugs doesn't know that he's still alive or doesn't know that he's dead.
Not alive
he
yet.
thinks he's still alive, but it's the cops. And then they set up another drug buy. And when he comes to the house to deliver more drugs to this guy that's already dead, they, of course, bust his ass.
And this was Seminole County?
This was Seminole County.
Wow.
Now,
Pretty cool.
Also in Seminole County, the suspect in a deadly DUI crash is due in Seminole County Court later this afternoon. Police gave an update earlier today saying 25-year-old Asnubil Escobar had a blood alcohol level nearly 5 times over the legal limit of 0.08. She was 0.86. 0.386. At the time of Tuesday's incident, she's accused of T-boning another car near State Road 434 in Winter Springs, sending 3 people to the hospital. Unfortunately, Tiffany Alexander, a mother of 3, died from her injuries. Escobar has been charged with vehicular DUI homicide, among many other charges, was speeding late on her way to work, where she's a bartender and restaurant manager in Sanford.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we are heading into a holiday weekend, and AAA has once again activated its free tow-to-go service across Florida for this Memorial Day weekend. Callers, whether you're a AAA member or not, can request a tow truck to take you and your car to a safe location within a 10-mile radius. Tow-to-go is active from 6 p.m. tomorrow, Friday, through 6 a.m. on Tuesday. Now, the service is confidential. It's free for everyone. They do say please use it as the last resort.
Sure, yeah.
But it's better that than getting behind the wheel of your car if you've had too much to drink. And again, you don't have to be a AAA member to call, 1-888-2-TOW-2-GO.
I wonder if you puke in the tow truck that's taking you to your house, if it's the same charge as like throwing up in an Uber.
I would imagine so. It should be, man.
Could you imagine?
It should be. I know that's why a lot of Uber drivers have like toys and stuff in the back seat to keep drunk adults active.
you know who you
Seriously.
don't. You know where you don't want to puke? I'm guessing in a really mad, hey, I'm giving you a free tow truck driver's truck.
Right, exactly. Well, listen, the Memorial Day getaway is already underway here in Florida. A record 2.4 million Floridians expected to travel at least 50 miles over the long holiday weekend. Today and tomorrow are expected to be the busiest days on the road, and travel experts advise drivers to leave early in the day to avoid mixing with commuters. Those who drive to their holiday destinations are also going to find higher gas prices. AAA reports the statewide average for a gallon of regular is 17 cents more than last year. However, Circle K is kicking off the Memorial Day weekend today by offering its customers a discount of up to 40 cents a gallon off.
Damn, how you doing that?
Circle K's Fuel Day will be observed between 4 and 7 p.m. local time at the convenience stores locations across the U.S. The company says it will donate 10% of its profits during the Fuel Day event to the Children of Fallen Patriots Foundation.
Damn, that's cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that's very cool.
All right, and that's what's important, is to remember that Memorial Day is not just about getting out on the boat and barbecues, right? It's about remembering those who made the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom.
Of course.
So 9 national cemeteries across Florida are hosting public Memorial Day commemoration ceremonies over the long holiday weekend. At Jacksonville National Cemetery, thousands of volunteers today gathered to help place flags at about 20,000 grave sites. Other ceremonies will be held at national cemeteries in Pensacola, St. Petersburg, Cape Canaveral, Bushnell, Sarasota, St. Augustine, and Tallahassee. More information can be found on the Veteran Administration's website. And then finally, I didn't have enough time to get to the story about a priest biting a woman in Osceola County.
Saw the video. It was awesome.
Was it?
Oh, yeah. WWE style.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
Yeah, I guess he bit her because she was trying to take the sacrament and you weren't supposed to, or something like that?
Well, now, she said that that a witness actually said that they saw Father Fidel Rodriguez try to force the communion wafer into the woman's mouth, but she backed up. And when she tried to take the wafer out of his hand, he freaked out. He said that the woman tried to grab the wafer out of his hand, which she's not supposed to do, and he bit her. To protect the wafer because it symbolizes the body of Christ. Police tell Channel 9 they are recommending the priest be charged with battery.
Damn, really?
And then finally, an Italian teenager who is known as God's influencer is being cleared for sainthood. Carlos Acutis died in 2006 at age 15, but during his short life, he used his computer skills to spread the Catholic faith. Acutis was beatified in 2020. That's one of your first steps.
Right.
After a miracle was attributed to him.
Okay.
Now, a statement from the Vatican today said the attribution of a second miracle to Acutis means he can now be elevated to sainthood, which would make him the first saint of the millennial generation.
Damn.
And you would not be the saint of the Gen X generation.
I would
when
not.
Damn, when you're talking about a new saint is
But that's
not
crazy,
quite like
right?
oil and
15 years old?
Well, I think Joan of Arc was about the same age.
You're
I mean,
right,
yeah.
Not much older than that, if at
Yeah.
all, actually.
And I believe some of the other earlier saints
Yeah.
as well were fairly young.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't have my saint book in front of me, so.
Damn it! Oh, sorry.
Yeah, there you go.
You're out too. It's only me. Screw you guys.
You're out now. Now you all are officially woke.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. A very special edition of Embers Only's up next here on the Jim Colbert Show.
Real radio is.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Did Angelique and Daisy get lost?
I hope they're kissing.
Oh, God almighty.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1. From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast on this Thursday afternoon. And for today, we're going to be expecting warm temperatures with a high of 93 degrees under mostly sunny skies. That sunshine will continue, and it will also help to heat us up even into our Friday with a high of 95 degrees. By this weekend, we're talking temperatures approaching the triple-digit mark. By Sunday, a high of 99 degrees, and same for our Memorial Day. Be sure to stay dry and stay cool. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Mattress Firm's Memorial Day sale is here. Get a Sleepy's Queen mattress at the lowest price ever, just $89.99. This deal ends Tuesday, so don't wait. Visit Mattress Firm and save over 60%. In-store pickup only while supplies last. Find your nearest one today.
Getting ready for the Memorial Day weekend and hearing about highs in the upper 90s to possibly low 100s. Unbelievable. But the good news is you can keep your AC in and that heat out with new windows and doors from Renewal by Andersen. And that's because Renewal by Andersen specializes in energy-efficient, custom-built replacement windows and doors using their exclusive Fibrix material, which is chic, tough, so easy to maintain, and twice as strong as vinyl. And they offer a seamless experience from design to installation, providing durable windows and doors in Florida that can stand up to Florida's weather. Now through the end of May, buy 2 windows and or patio doors and get the third 60% off, plus 0 money down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 1 year. Some restrictions apply, and they're hiring experienced window and door installers. Go to rbafla.com for complete details. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Again, go to rbafla.com. License number CGC 1527613.
After 50,000 hours of a corporate time with Tom and Dan, it's time to celebrate. Friday, May 31st, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan 10-year anniversary show. You can be a part of the show at the Ritz Theater at Wayne Dench Performing Arts Center in historic downtown Sanford. Doors open at 5, show starts at 6. Hosted by Ross McCoy with stand-up comedy from Vince Taylor and Ken Miller. A live recording of a corporate time will be broadcast live on Real Radio 104.1 at 7 p.m. Friday, May 31st. Get more details and tickets at tomanddan.com. Special thanks to Orange County Regional History Center, Modern Plumbing Inc., Pyro Spot, Fair Villa, and DeWitt Law Firm.
Wayne Newton, Mr. Las Vegas, live June 2nd inside Hard Rock Event Center at Seminole Hard Rock, Tampa. Unlike any show Mr. Las Vegas has done before. Hear never-before-told stories of one of the most celebrated entertainers of all time, as well as singing crowd favorites and playing an assortment of instruments he has perfected over the years. On sale now at hardrocktampa.com or ticketmaster.com. Wayne Newton, live, Seminole Hard Rock, Tampa.
I love playing pranks on my sister, and this deal going on at McDonald's is my chance to take the lead. Enjoy any 2 items for $3.79. From the iconic McDouble, the McChicken, a 4-piece chicken McNuggets, small fries, to even a small soft drink. I'm gonna pair my McDouble with her small fries, but secretly pull her fries out of the bag. She won't even notice. Hey, where'd the fries go? Sounds like my prank just got fried. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
What's better than air conditioning? A portable air conditioner you can take anywhere. Enter McDonald's frozen drinks. I call them air cup-ditioners. Air cup-ditioners come in all my fave flavors, like frozen Coke, frozen Fanta Blue Raspberry, and frozen Sprite Limonade. And they're incredibly cost-effective. Any size is just $1.49 after breakfast hours. My air cup-ditioner is on full blast. Air drinks. And there are drinks from McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Coca-Cola, Fanta, Sprite, and Limonade are registered trademarks of the Coca-Cola Company.
You do everything you can for your family. A nice home, good food, family fun, and the right medical care. You plan ahead for your kids' future and their education. That's all great, unless something unexpected happens to you. If you were to die, who would pay the mortgage and all the other bills? Would your family have to sell their home just to survive? That's why you need to call Term Provider for the lowest rates available on quality term life policies, period. Rates for term life are at all-time lows, and Term Provider could save you 50, 60, even 70%. Already have coverage? Call and see if you're paying too much. Term Provider could save you thousands. And if your health isn't perfect, even more reason to call. We'll match you with the right policy even if you have weight issues like diabetes or high blood pressure. Right now, your family's protected. Make sure that protection continues if something unexpected happens to you. Call for a free quote and see if you can save up to 70%. Call 800-200-1966 now. That's 800-200-1966. 800-200-1966.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? ROLAIDS.
What about when life spells fried chicken?
ROLAIDS.
Fourth cup of coffee?
Still ROLAIDS.
Extra cheesy pizza?
Rolaids always spells relief. Rolaids' powerful dual-active formula begins neutralizing acid on contact to fight your heartburn fast. So, when life spells heartburn, Rolaids spells relief. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Experience life now at Orlando Science Center. Life is an all-new exhibit featuring animals and immersive galleries. Meet a sleepy sloth, playful monkey, a baby shark, a curious owl, and more. Learn about issues impacting their habitats and how you can make a difference. Get tickets and more at osc.org.
This Military Appreciation Month, Navy Federal Credit Union wants to celebrate our members who go above and beyond every single day. That's why we thought you might want to hear some special thank you messages from your friends and family.
I want to give a shout out to my brother AZ1 Archie Castillo.
Hi, I want to give a shout out to my friend Colin, who's currently serving in the Army. Thanks for all you do. Happy Military Appreciation Month.
And from all of us here, happy Military Appreciation Month. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA.
There's only one place to watch this nonsense. At Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Hey guys, I hope you guys are doing well. It's Mo Manji, the realtor. I love you guys and all, but whose computer is that keeps going ding, ding, ding? Have a good Memorial Day. Thanks. Bye.
Listen, guys, if the answer is 2 million, it doesn't matter 20,000 or 20,001. Nobody got it right. You're not even freaking close. So, Jack Bradshaw, property actually owned by NaomiBradshaw.com, take that bell back and no, you don't get a gong. You're not anywhere close.
Yes.
Have a great afternoon.
Young man.
I will not, sir. Take it. But matter of fact, I'm going to give myself another.
He's such a rebel, guys. He's a ding rebel. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Check is your 3 o'clock keyword, CHECK. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000.
And quit your bitching, people. I've muted my computer, so hopefully the dings will start going away.
Exactly right. Also, if you want to leave a talk back just like they did, it's easy and it's free. Get the iHeartRadio app. Go to Real Radio. Once you get it, use that microphone to send it over to Jack. And you fringers, use that to send a promo over the last couple days. You can use us to promote your show. So do that. Again, 407-916-1041. Welcome back. I am Jim. Deb is here, and so is Jack.
Mm-hmm.
We do have some cool stuff coming up. We have Danny has 2 segments today because Memorial Day weekend is in town, of course. And there's just like tons and tons of things to do. You know what? And what's weird is I've never heard of are there usually fireworks for Memorial Day festivities? I know the Corn Festival is out in Mount Dora this weekend, and it's going to be a big event.
We will have fireworks.
And you were telling me they're having fireworks.
Fireworks Saturday night.
I've not heard that before for Memorial Day. Is that a first?
Well, I think it's just because of the date that the event landed on the weekend. It's not because of Memorial Day.
Yeah, I understand. But what I'm saying is usually here, I mean, what I'm saying is we have two specific times of the year that we use fireworks, predominantly New Year's and the 4th of July. I've not heard of a fireworks show for Memorial Day. Not mad at it, just wondering if that's a normal thing, or a new thing. I don't have any problem with it. I mean, it fits, does it not?
Again, it's for the Corn Festival. It's not for Memorial Day.
Oh, it's not. I got you.
Yeah, it's for the Corn Festival. It has nothing to do with Memorial Day weekend.
Well, that's cool.
Just happens to be that it landed on this weekend.
I'll be damned. I had no idea. I thought for some reason it mixed in with the other event. Not at all, huh?
Nope.
Is this the first time the Corn Festival's been in downtown Mount Dora?
I mean, this is the first time the Corn Festival has returned since it left Zellwood. I think over, 15 years ago?
Something like that. It's been a while.
The last time I was there was before 2004.
And this was Chris's idea to bring it back and bring it to Mount Dora?
Sure, there hasn't been anybody begging for it or anything.
Chris who? Who's this Chris you speak of?
That's
Chris Carson. I mean, because I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but there is no more corn really grown in Zellwood anymore.
Really? I thought there was.
No.
Hold on.
The state bought a lot of that farmland when they were trying to bring back Lake Apopka. So Zellwood sweet corn right now at the moment, like Long Scott Farm, is grown in unincorporated areas of Mount Dora.
Wow. Did not know that. I know that breed is specific to that area.
Yes, it is. It's a very specific breed of corn. And
the old schoolers eat it raw.
I mean, we had it the other day, and it had been roasted that morning. It sat in that...
Oh, that was so good.
Large metal.
Yeah.
And I brought it home and microwaved. And anybody knows when you microwave.
Oh, yeah, not good.
It's usually not, but it was still left in the husk. And it was, Jack, like you said, it was delicious, right?
Yeah. Well, I had it here, then I brought it home, but my wife doesn't know how to make leftovers.
Oh, God. That's a straight call out.
Yeah.
That's so... Okay, Jack. Apparently, Jack wants to spend this weekend alone. Bold move, Bradshaw. Let's see how that works out. Bold move. Bold. And you with the bad back. I like her chances every day, dude. I like her chances.
He cannot outrun her.
Look, she grew up tough. I'm not taking her on.
She can edge me out even with a good back.
All right. But I know that we have a lot of presents out there. I know Russ is going to be out there this weekend. Angel's going to be out there this weekend.
I'll be out there this weekend.
Deb's going to be out there. You'll probably see my fat ass moseying around out there at some point this weekend.
Well, there's going to be some good country music tomorrow night before the fireworks show. There's corn tomorrow. Oh, no. Saturday night is the Mark Wills concert with the fireworks.
Sure.
Tomorrow night. But there's corn both days, Friday and Saturday.
And man, there's nothing in the world like a roasted ear of corn.
I love that.
With a little bit of char on it. A little bit of char in butter with salt. That's it.
And apparently when they were here, they had like all these different kind of flaked salts
put
on the corn.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
I just need regular rolls.
So fancy.
Iodine.
No. Flake salt. You want rock salt? Don't use the iodine. Not good. Use the other salt. Flake salt. It's better.
Wait. Let me put my camera view back up so I can see that handle. Can you do that one more time?
Flake salt. All right, let's do members only. Don't get too ridiculous.
Now,
too late.
Serious talk show. Explore the world of cigars, spirits,
seasoned professionals,
and other things that make life worth living. This is Embers Only.
All right, Embers Only brought to you by our good friends over at Corona Cigar Company. Love these guys. 3 of these beautiful lounges here in Central Florida, 1 in Sarasota, 1 in Tampa. Those equally as beautiful. What you get here, guys, is the best selection of premium cigars in the city, and it's really not even close. And these lounges, is what I call them, are the perfect place to kick back in a nice big leather chair with a nice scotch or bourbon or cocktail or glass of wine that you like, paired up perfectly with a premium cigar to enjoy a couple hours, just relaxing, just chilling, just kind of taking the pressure off yourself.
And even if that means you go and hang out with the person in your party who enjoys a good cigar and you just want to enjoy a good cocktail.
That's right. You can do that as
Everyone
well.
is welcome at Corona.
The cool thing is the people there know exactly how to take care of you. If you're a seasoned smoker, they can direct you to some of the new cool stuff. If you're a beginner, they can direct you to the stuff that will really kind of just ease you into the cigar lifestyle. And they have everything you need, by the way. All the accessories, humidors, cutters, lighters, they have it all. Corona Cigar online. It's coronacigar.com. And by the way, they will ship all of our cigars out to you if you're listening from outside the area. All right, here we go. This week's cigar is the Villager Nicaroma Connecticut Robusto. And the good thing about this is it's a great cigar for a wonderful price. A box only $49.95. By the way, that's half price. These are usually right at $100 a box. And what you get is a new line of premium cigars called the Nicararomas. This was my first shot of these things, and they were really, really good. 3 versions. They have the Connecticut, the Habano, and the Maduro. Nicaraguan binders and fillers. You got a Connecticut version with that beautiful coffee cedar caramel flavor, and they're awesome. And not only are they great, this right here comes with a free Villager cutter valued at $15 as well. So not only do you get the box of cigars for $50, you get the cutter for free as well. It's the Villager Nicaroma Connecticut Robusto, a really well-made cigar that tastes great, dead medium, not going to hurt you. A nice beginners if you want to try one, and at that price, you can't lose. Again, the Villager Nicaroma Connecticut Robusto, that is your cigar of the week at only $49.95. Get over to coronacigar.com and order them now.
Because then you take care of your Father's Day gifts.
Oh, yeah, that's not a bad idea.
You got your Father's Day taken care of.
Not a bad idea.
And you get to save some money while you're doing it.
And you get him a cutter as well.
Well, and for free.
Yeah, get a little lighter there, and you're good.
You're good to go.
Below $70. Can't lose. Again, that's the Villager Nicaroma Connecticut Robusto. That is your cigar of the week. Back in a sec with Danny Meyering and Date Night Done Right. Let's find out what's happening this weekend in Orlando.
Okay.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Traffic is slow on I-4 this afternoon, east and westbound on the interstate by the major attractions exits. Stop-and-go delays continue southbound on Florida's Turnpike due to a crash now blocking the left shoulder at the Osceola Parkway exit, causing heavy traffic back from the Greenway. If you see traffic problems, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by J. David Tax Law.
If you owe the IRS and can't pay, now is the time to call J. David Tax Law. The IRS has resumed their aggressive collections. Don't wait. Call J. David Tax Law, a firm right here in Orlando, or visit jdavidtaxlaw.com.
Man, it is about to get hot. Are you ready? Is your AC ready? I got to tell you guys, when I put my money where my mouth is, Mills Air will be at my house tomorrow morning at 8:30 to go over my system. I just bought it, of course. I want to make sure it's ready to go for these brutal summers. Next week has a couple 99-degree days headed your way, and it's going to be that way until October. You get the idea. Get these guys on your property to make sure your AC never quits. They just saved Jack's butt, and they can save yours as well. 30-plus years of experience in Central Florida, keeping you nice and cool. Let them use that to make sure your AC never quits. Not to mention, these guys are Carrier factory authorized dealers. What does that mean? It means up to $1,275 in rebates towards a brand new Carrier unit if you need one. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier and always turn to family owned and operated Mills Air. Call these guys today. Schedule that appointment. It's 407-277-1159. Find them online easily at millsair.com.
My wife and I both, we ended up mildly sick for a few months, and the nasal congestion was probably the worst part. I had like a post-nasal drip, just super congested all the time. We were taking everything we possibly could, but nothing really worked.
Kyrie was miserable until a friend recommended Navage. Navage offers immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Don't live in misery this cold season. Use Navage so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
The biggest thing Navage has done has completely cleaned out my nasal passages. It was from the first use. I was able to just clear out anything that was stopping me from breathing correctly. Navage helps me clear the way, literally clear the way, for me to operate better in the rest of my life.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, Navage.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Oh, hi. My air conditioner is blowing hot.
For air conditioners making a funny noise, press 1.
No, it's...
Try to listen to the whole message before making a selection.
Sorry.
For air conditioners blowing cold, but not quite cold enough, press 2.
No, it's blowing hot.
I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Well, can we speed this up?
Don't get grumpy with me, or I'll take you back to the main menu.
No, anything but that. Please don't send me back to the main menu.
Fine, but I'm watching you.
Bet if I'd called Frank Gay, I'd already be getting my problem solved.
But you didn't call Frank Gay. So, what do we do now?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your air conditioner is blowing hot, you need a solution now. A helpful operator to guide you, all your options explained, and your problem fixed fast. That's the Frank Gay way.
If you're ready to pull your hair out, press 7.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Office Orlando.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. And now during our Memorial Day sale, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed plus free home delivery when you add any base. Ends Memorial Day. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we are predicting the unpredictable. Our experts are using a patient's own anatomy to create 3D printed, life-size organ models to map out challenges ahead of time, making complex surgeries more precise, efficient, and less invasive. We are making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
Secure your roof's future today. Don't gamble with the elements. Book a complimentary roof inspection with Universal Roof and Contracting now throughout May. Get 15% off any roof repair or replacement. Plus, enter for a chance to win $10,000 towards your next roof replacement at the iHeartMedia Orlando Dream Home Makeover. Call 855-ROOF-HELP or visit universalroof.com to schedule your inspection. Offer ends May 31st. Terms and conditions apply. Offer subject to change. Contact us for full details. Licensed and insured in Florida. CCC 057165. CBC 1258484.
Get a $500 Amazon gift card Friday through Memorial Day at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. While supplies last.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, bank, B-A-N-K, bank. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Are you offended? Obviously, we're only kidding. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
I know there's a corn festival going on this weekend, but don't forget there's also a porn festival going on. So make sure you double check your signage or else you might find yourself at the wrong cornhole tournament.
That's not bad advice.
It's not at all. Yeah. That's a hell of a wrong turn.
Yeah, man.
They're like, what? And then it goes, what?
Hey, now.
Whoa! Exactly.
Why pay extra for that?
I do not remember this game being like this. Bank is your 4 o'clock keyword, B-A-N-K. Slide over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Want a dry spell? Looking to you to drag us out of it. Bank, by the way, is your keyword. Get over there and get that money at realradio.fm. Welcome back. I am Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
Jack is here.
I am.
Let's do date night done right.
Whether you're dating and in love or married and in a fight, keep your romance shining bright. This is date night done right.
Good night for our friend Danny Meyering from Orlando Date Night. Yeah, very smiley today, young lady. How are you?
Oh, it's going to be a marvelous weekend. I'm so excited for me. I'm so excited for everyone.
Yeah. When any woman says, Mama needs 2 days off, turn your back to that person and run as quickly as you can away.
I gave my team some heads up. I'm taking 2 days off 2 months from now.
Oh, wow. Wow. Good for you. It's so funny because there are people you have to book that far in advance with. I'm looking to take Ray out for, just to take Ray out. He did me a favor. And I was going to take him out and just give him a nice dinner and the whole 9 yards. I said, how far in advance do I have to book this for you? He goes, no, Juck, it's a month.
Yep.
A month in advance. Just to find a babysitter, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. That's my life. I hear it.
Of course, Danny, Danny is here courtesy of Orlando Date Night Guide, OrlandoDateNightGuide.com. Anything that you hear today, you can go to JimColbertLive.com, see it as a replay on our podcast, or slide over and check it out there as well, plus plenty other suggestions as well. Let's get to it. I know it's a busy weekend.
Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of cool stuff happening in the theme parks since summer is upon us. So the first is DreamWorks Land is opening at Universal Studios, Florida. And probably the most interesting feature of this is there is Shrek's outhouse. And there is a slide leading from Shrek's outhouse. And it has sound effects of what you might imagine what a slide out the back of an outhouse would have.
Tell me that for $70 an entry, I can flush a child down the toilet.
Pretty much.
Okay,
Pretty
very
much.
nice.
That's exactly
Take
what
my
it is.
monies. Take my money, Universal.
They had me at Shrek's outhouse.
So it's going to be really cute. They're in annual pass holder previews this weekend. That also means the parks are going to be slammed. And then they're going to do media preview, and then it officially opens on June 14th.
Very cool.
Besides the Shrek's outhouse, you've got Kung Fu Panda training facility, a Trolls roller coaster. So it's perfect for families like mine that have a 6-year-old. And he is looking for it. He's seen video of the 2D slide.
Wow, a troller coaster.
2D slide.
A troller coaster?
A troller
Wow.
coaster.
I've called
Yep.
Twitter that.
We all have.
It is indeed that. Oh, my.
Yeah, we have.
And then over at Disney Springs, they are going to literally launch a drone show starting tomorrow. It's free for anyone to see. I saw some video from the cast member previews, and I am a mushball. I'm a big Disney fan. Naturally, I got tears just from watching the cast member preview. I am that girl.
Come on.
I can only be me.
Oh, come on.
You be you, boo, and don't listen to the troll that's sitting to your left. Don't pay him any attention.
It's been nice knowing you.
Don't pay him any attention. I'm the same.
What could get you emotional during a drone show, a Disney drone show? What would, just because the magnificence of it all? Or?
That and so it utilizes characters that either can fly or dream of flying,
there you go.
or different scenes that take place in the sky. And there's 800 drones.
Damn.
We have been waiting for Disney to have a drone show because over in Europe, they've been doing it over at like Disneyland Paris and whatever. So it's finally our turn. Going to be at Disney Springs. It'll be nightly from tomorrow until Labor Day weekend. Absolutely free. It's going to be Madhouse, though, this weekend. So wave off, hold on. You've got plenty of time to go see it.
Yeah, prepare yourself accordingly, right?
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So, yes, you've got the Corn Festival weekends, corn with a C. And so Mount Dora is this weekend, and then also Amberbrook Farms in Eustis and Williston. This is their second weekend. We went to Williston's location last weekend, and my husband won the corn eating contest.
Did he really?
You must be so proud.
Wow.
I sure am. I said, show them how magical that mouth is.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like you every time you come in, Danny. Just a little bit more every time.
Move over, kid fridge picture.
Yeah, exactly.
Here comes Daddy Corn.
Check out these kernels.
Why is it Mommy looks at that picture and smiles, Daddy?
It's a good time. It's a good time. See, I'm blushing. Yes, so that's happening Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tickets are $15 online. That does include all-you-can-eat corn, and they have it prepared different ways. They had, like, fried corn. They had Mexican corn. They had a little corn salad.
Yeah.
I was feeling pretty interesting afterwards. Woo! All right.
Were you really?
Happening on Friday at the Central Florida Zoo is the Sunset at the Zoo event, which is back. So this is something they do once per month over the summer. So tomorrow it's at 5 p.m. Tickets are only $6, and that is about a third of the cost of normally going to the zoo. And then you've got added entertainment. You've got food trucks. They're going to have different presentations. And then this month's theme is celebrating Asian American and Pacific Islander heritage. That is fun to say.
Yeah, that's a whole bunch. Yeah. Oh, good.
This is primarily for the ladies out there. There is going to be a Bridgerton tea party on Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m. Do I have any Bridgerton fans in the house? Probably not.
Now, I know it's...
Maybe Deb?
Is
No?
Is Bridgerton the show getting a lot of juice because of the sex scene in the stagecoach?
Yes.
Is that the one?
Yes, it
is.
is.
Yeah, apparently
I wouldn't know from watching it at all.
Did you hear about
Which
it, Deb?
season is that in?
No,
Danny?
it must have just happened.
It's the last episode that just came out.
It's viral AF, like these guys banging it out in a stagecoach.
Alrighty.
Okay, not on the company computer, please.
I have no problem with that.
All right, go ahead.
So, yes, I can't guarantee that anything that steamy is going to happen. Hopefully not. But, yes, there's a Bridgerton tea party at the White Rose Books and More on Broadway in Kissimmee. They're going to have lemonade, tea sandwiches, fruit, desserts. This is definitely going to be estrogen full force. Okay. Good times, good times. All right. Then you've got a boozy book fair happening at Forward / in Winter Park. And that is happening Saturday from 2 to 6 p.m. They're going to have raffles, local vendors, a local food vendor. It's free, or you can pay $12 and you'll get entered into their raffle, as well as a limited edition welcome cocktail.
Nice. So there you go.
This has become kind of the new thing, is the boozy book fair.
That's kind of crazy, right? Anything to get Americans reading books again.
Right?
Feed them alcohol.
We started looking at the literacy rate and,
right.
Okay, what do we need to do?
We need wine stat.
Over at DBA, which is by the wonderful folks at The Strand, DBA standing for Doing Business As, their new little bar, they are having a jungle jam. This sounds a lot of fun. Sunday from 3 to 8 p.m. They will have tropical rhythms, specialty cocktails, select wines by the glass, snacks provided by The Strand. And then it's $10 at the door, and you get a complimentary shot of jungle juice.
$10?
Let those jokes write themselves.
Yeah, I was going to say, right. $10. Look, anything that the Strand has to do with, it's only $10, pay and go.
Yes.
I'm telling you, those people know what the F they're doing over there. It is by far my top 3 restaurants in the city. It never fails. It's hyper Orlando. Could not be better. I don't care what they do. If they made mud, I would buy it.
I love it.
I'm dead serious. They just know what they're doing. That is a proper restaurant. Those people know what they're doing.
Amen. Amen.
Cannot give a bigger endorsement than I will for the Strand. Found them like years ago and have been a steady customer for a while for a reason.
Yeah.
They kill it every damn time.
Darn right. Yeah.
There you go.
Anytime someone's looking for like a hidden gem, if they're not familiar with the neighborhood, that
Send them
spot
there.
definitely is a good one.
Good luck getting a reservation.
That is fair. Yes. Let's see. So lastly, on kind of the non-traditional Memorial Day event list, we've got another boozy book fair, and this is Books on Tap, happening Monday from 5 to 7 p.m. at Crooked Can. So you know you got some good drinks there.
Yeah.
So they're going to have books for sale, different kind of bookish goods, different bestsellers, new releases. They are doing this with the Writer's Stop bookshop in Winter Garden, which also has a Winter Park location. I love those guys because they always do like custom gift boxes and stuff for Mother's Day and Father's Day. You can kind of let them know like who your person is, what they're kind of into, and they'll put together a custom gift box.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And so then, so Books on Tap, you're also going to have a different selection of beers, and it's free. And then, of course, anything you want to purchase is, going to have a cost associated with that.
Absolutely.
And that's, again, a lovely place to stroll. Being Memorial Day, there's going to be a lot of just kind of activity in downtown Winter Garden
Very
happening.
nice.
And that's a good location for that. Yeah. So then Memorial Day weekend, we got a couple of different events. Promenade at Sunset Walk, of course, is doing a 4-day weekend. They also do this for 4th of July. They always bring out extra street performers, live music. They're going to have a car show, and you better believe that is going to be one of the better, bigger car shows if you're into that. And so that's happening tomorrow through Monday. Free, no parking charge. It's a great place
got
to
a water
stroll.
park right there. Your kids, plenty of things to do there on the promenade. Plenty of great food to eat on the promenade. Wonderful place. We love them.
Yeah.
We'll be out there this year and a little bit later.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, stop right there for a sec. 407-916-1041. Take a little break. We'll come back, get a little bit more for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Plenty of Memorial Day stuff coming up. We're talking to Danny Meyering from Orlando Date Night Guide for Date Night Done Right. We'll have a little bit more right after this.
Real radio is the news junkie.
How young would you go?
Me? I don't know. Not.
What about 21?
I don't know. I really don't.
What if it was just a one-nighter?
I mean, that's fine. We're not talking.
News junkie. Weekdays at 11 on Real Radio 104.1.
Traffic is slow on I-4 this afternoon, east and westbound on the interstate by the major attractions exits. Stop-and-go delays continue southbound on Florida's Turnpike due to a crash now blocking the left shoulder at the Osceola Parkway exit, causing heavy traffic back from the Greenway. If you see traffic problems, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Mattress Firm's Memorial Day sale is here. Get a Sleepy's Queen mattress at the lowest price ever, just $89.99. This deal ends Tuesday, so don't wait. Visit Mattress Firm and save over 60%. In-store pickup only, while supplies last. Find your nearest one today.
Are you bogged down with constant sneezing, watery eyes, and congestion? Do you get sinus headaches and infections? No one should have to suffer season after season. And thanks to Aspire Allergy and Sinus, treating your allergies is easier than you think. With personalized treatment plans tailored to your needs and budget, you can say goodbye to allergy and sinus issues for good. Book your appointment today at AspireAllergy.com. Aspire Allergy and Sinus, where relief is just around the corner. AspireAllergy.com.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go: shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms: irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit NoTimeToWait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
My wife and I both, we ended up mildly sick for a few months, and the nasal congestion was probably the worst part. I had like a post-nasal drip, just super congested all the time. We were taking everything we possibly could, but nothing really worked.
Kyrie was miserable until a friend recommended Navage. Navage offers immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Don't live in misery this cold season. Use Navage so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
The biggest thing Navage has done has completely cleaned out my nasal passages. It was from the first use. I was able to just clear out anything that was stopping me from breathing correctly. Navage helps me clear the way, literally clear the way, for me to operate better in the rest of my life.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, Navage.
Want to win a free motorcycle? I'm Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt, and I'm giving away a free motorcycle valued up to $20,000. All you have to do is go to bikerswinorlando.com. That's bikerswinorlando.com. Enter today at bikerswinorlando.com.
Need a reboot? RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. Spring is sprung, so let's have some fun. This month, I'll help you reboot your old ride and save up to $8,000 on a new Mitsubishi. So if your old ride's a hunk of junk, don't let it leave you in a funk. You can even drive a new car today with a lifetime warranty, like the Mitsubishi Mirage 43 miles per gallon starting at $15,900. The popular Eclipse Cross, in stock and ready for delivery. Or the 2024 Outlander, 5-star safety rated, starting at $23,900. So if you've been dreaming of driving a new RC Hill Mitsubishi, don't get your wires crossed, because my team works hard every day, and that's what makes us different. So this week, reboot your old ride, and you could save up to $8,000 on a nicer, newer car. But hurry, a deal this good will shut down fast. I'm RC Hill, and I'm your car dealer next door. 2 locations, DeLand and Ocala. See all my trendy rides at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced. Vehicle purchase price determines actual discount.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. And now during our Memorial Day sale, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed plus free home delivery when you add any base. Ends Memorial Day. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I'm concerned about my water heater.
If your concern is of a serious nature, press 1. If it's more of a frivolous matter, press 2.
Doesn't even make sense.
Just press 1 or 2.
Fine.
Fine. What are you so concerned about?
My water heater's like 15 years old, and I'm worried it might...
Oh, this is exciting. Has it burst yet?
Well, no, but...
Only a matter of time. Hey, everyone, 15-year-old water heater, place your bets.
Are you laying odds on when my tank will fail?
Have to make this call interesting somehow.
This would never happen at Frank Gay.
True enough. So, $10 buy-in. What's your guess?
Guess I should have called Frank Gay.
When you need a new water heater, it's no time to gamble. You want your problem fixed fast before it turns into a bigger one. That's the Frank Gay way.
I've got a side bet you'll hang up and call Frank Gay in 3, 2, I win! That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Office Orlando. Look to Orange Buick GMC for your next truck at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This is why YouTube was created at Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch.
Thank you, Deb, for the heads up on Circle K gas. I just paid $2.91 a gallon with the reward.
Damn.
Jim, quit pulling at your beard. You're not going to have one. Plus, you're driving me crazy.
Good God Almighty,
you got
woman.
Jack to stop his fetish. Now you stop yours.
It's not a fetish. I got a grandma and a mom and an old man aunt. I've got them all.
By the way, you're welcome, sir. Yeah,
right,
Circle K, 4 to 7, 40% off your gallon of gas. Stop it with your arm and stop pulling on your chin.
Right, 407-916-1041. A lot of life direction coming at me this day that I did not ask for.
That's when you need it the most.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is.
That's when I need it the very least. Oh, God. Bank, by the way, is your 4 o'clock keyword. I want everybody to win but you, ma'am. B-A-N-K. Don't even bother sending it. I'm calling the people up in New York. I'm going to tell them to omit your name.
He has no power like that, ma'am.
I
Good
couldn't
luck
even
to
do that
you.
in this room. All right, 407-916-1041.
We know.
Bank is your keyword. B-A-N-K. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Welcome back. I am Jim. Deb and Jack are here as well, along with Danny Meyering from Orlando Date Night Guy. Let's continue on with Date Night Done Right.
It's a mouthful, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I'm trying to get all out so we can get you some time there.
So we're going to continue with the amazing Memorial Weekend events with Lake Concord Park in Castleberry, our cute little quaint park there, is also going to have a classic car show on Saturday from 4 to 9 p.m. I've done this a couple of years. They've been doing this. I think this is like their 16th annual or something crazy like that. And it really is a cool selection of cars, some that like I've just never seen before. So if you do get a chance to go check that out, of course, it's free to do. Parking does get a little wonky down there, so you may need to park at Home Depot or Target and then walk on over. But if you like cars, it's a cool one. And then there's going to be a Memorial Day salute on Saturday at Cypress Grove Park from 9:45 to 11:30 a.m. This is going to be a little bit more of the family-friendly vibe. That park is absolutely gorgeous. They are encouraging folks to bring a picnic. They're going to have different guest speakers to kind of talk about Memorial Day and the history behind it and honoring different service members and such. And it's just going to be a really beautiful place to spend the morning. Good way to go out there, do something nice and relaxing, and then you can kind of party it up in the evening if you want to. Memorial Day in Sanford is happening Monday, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and at their Veterans Memorial Park. This one is right on the water. huge American flag at the end of the street. This it kind of actually goes out into the river. It's almost like a little pier. So that's another beautiful setting. If you've got family in town, perhaps that are visiting to enjoy the long weekend, that's a good place to take them to kind of honor what Memorial Day is all about. And then, of course, afterwards, you can go stroll around to all the different breweries and restaurants.
For sure.
And there's a place that just opened down there in Sanford called Old Kinderhook.
Yeah, Old Kinderhook. That's our buddy. That's our buddy Gannon.
Oh, really? I didn't know
It's
that.
glass blowing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So my husband and I did that a couple of weeks ago. So we did the glass blowing. I'm actually wearing the little glass charm that we made.
Yeah, my whole family made ours to wear together.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Oh, goodness.
Oh,
that
God,
sounds-
please don't cry.
I'll start bringing tissues.
My God almighty, please don't cry.
So yeah, the glass blowing went very well. The axe throwing, I absolutely sucked.
Oh, really?
I was awful.
Right, yeah.
And now, so I've done like axe throwing with kind of the wood lanes. You know, you got the actual like wood axe and you're aiming at a wood target. It's a wood target, but then there's projection. Which is kind of cool because then they can do like different games and stuff like Angry Birds or Duck Hunt or something. But the lane is shorter because it's a laser target. I don't know. I'm going to use that as my excuse. Because I was great the first time I did, not this time.
I've not done the axe throwing thing. I did it as a kid, just throwing it at trees, but I never tried it at a place I paid to go to. I never had beer and did it. That's for sure.
Oh, great.
And what's cool about Old Kinderhook is they have a ton of drink selection, and then they're right next to West End Trading Company, so you can order from the joint. And you order it from your phone. They send you a text when your food's ready. You walk right next door. You grab it. You bring it back. You can have your drinks and eat your food. Yeah, it's a good time. So let's see. Another Memorial Day event on Monday, 8:30 to 9:30, is at the Veterans Memorial Park in Winter Garden. So they're going to do a roll call for veterans, placements of wreaths, patriotic songs to pay homage. And then, of course, you've got all of lovely Winter Garden to enjoy the rest of the day there. Now, with it being a longer weekend, you've got a great opportunity to go close by to Getaway. There's a lot of different options. So, of course, we do have a list of weekend getaway ideas at OrlandoDateNightGuide.com. Places like, of course, New Smyrna, even Ocala. I know sometimes we give Ocala a little bit of shame, but
no, that's not us. That's just the general media. That's just everybody who has a camera and can write. Because let me tell you, Ocala has had an interesting 18 months.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah.
If you can ignore all that,
okay, fine,
and go enjoy the horse country, perhaps.
Yeah.
You've got the Rainbow River, which is gorgeous for going on the tube.
Yeah, very cool.
And this is the time of year to do that. And then also some other spots like Dunedin, St. Augustine, of course, Anna Maria Island. So, if you've got a little bit of extra time and you haven't booked something, it's not too late to consider doing that. And then kind of my PSA, Father's Day is in 3 weeks. And I got to say, we do not see as much visitation to our Father's Day lists as we do for Mother's Day. So I want to make sure the fathers are getting some love out there, the fatherly figures. Anyone in your life that kind of helps fulfill that role, try to show them some love. We've got lots of great suggestions.
It's not going to work.
I'm trying.
It's not going to work. I'm going to get the same Starbucks gift card I got last year. And that's going to be sent to me with a text around midnight going, oh, by the way, Happy Father's Day. You crusty old F.
Cry, Jen.
Yeah, please don't. God, don't cry.
I have tissues if you do.
So if you do want to get creative and, not disappoint Dad with some socks and a tie, we've got plenty of ideas. OrlandoDateNightGuide.com. We also have Orlando-parenting.com. So those are up and updated already. And then as we get closer to Father's Day, we'll send that out in our newsletter that we send out every Thursday.
Very nice.
We're here to help.
Very good. And you can sign up for that newsletter if you want, right? Doesn't cost anything?
That, of course, it does not cost a thing. It costs 2 seconds of your time.
Yeah, right. And then when you go to Orlando Date Night Guide, you'll see this here. Of course, everything that we had on the show today, you can watch again to see if we missed anything that you have going, or maybe you missed something that we had going. JimColbertLive.com. You can click through. Jack will have it up a little bit later today.
Yes.
Always good seeing you.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for all your work. We appreciate it very much.
I'm off to go play a game show now at the Bureau.
Really?
On the International Drive.
What kind of game show are you playing?
It's called the Underground Game Show. It's this place that does like escape rooms.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
so now they've developed a game show that's fun for couples or families.
Wow,
and stuff.
really?
So I'll report back next week.
Please do. Give it up good and loud for Denny.
Yay!
Have a great holiday weekend. We'll see you next week. You got it.
too.
All right. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Bank, by the way, is your 4 o'clock keyword, BANK. Slide over to realradio.fm and send it away for your chance at $1,000. Back in a sec with our buddy Glenn Clausman in Colbert Court right after this.
Date Night Done Right is brought to you by that mortgage guy, Don. Mortgage brokers are better. Why? They do all of their loans through national wholesale lenders. It'll still be your standard FHA, VA, or conventional loan, but they have access to dozens of wholesale banks competing for your business. And government studies prove buyers save $9,400 on average with a mortgage broker. That mortgage guy, Don, will give you a comparison quote today. Just go to thatmortgageguyDon.com. It's peace of mind at your fingertips, so don't miss the boat. Compare your quote at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
What's going on in Central Florida? I'm Fox 35 Storm Team Meteorologist Noah Bergman here. It is going to be hot for the holiday weekend. 95 Friday, 97 Sunday, and Saturday, 98 on Monday. No chance of really rain over the weekend. I mean, we'll throw in a 20%er just to, cover it in case there is a rogue shower, but most spots are going to be dry. Next chance of any decent rain, maybe the middle of next week on Wednesday, as our next front will arrive.
This report is sponsored by Robert Half. Robert Half research indicates 9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. Robert Half is here to help. Their recruiting professionals use proprietary AI to connect businesses with highly skilled talent. At Robert Half, they know talent. Visit roberthalf.com today.
Tools Ace Hardware's biggest grill sale of the year is happening right now through May 27th. Get free fuel, free assembly, and free local delivery on select grills, $3.99 and up. How about a free propane tank refill with the purchase of a Weber grill, Blackstone griddle, or Uni pizza oven? How about a free bag of Traeger wood pellets with the purchase of a Traeger grill? A free bag of Big Green Egg natural hardwood charcoal with the purchase of a Big Green Egg. Tools Ace does carry the best brands in grills: Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, Napoleon. That's where it starts. And they have a service tech specializing in grills to help you with any repair or warranty issues. And you can get free assembly and delivery on purchases $3.99 and up. Shop in store at one of their 13 convenient locations, including that brand new store over at Hamlin, or online at acehardware.com. It's Tools Ace, your backyard place.
A Fifth Third Better means we put in 166.7%.
What does that mean?
Well, at Fifth Third Bank, our name equals 166.7%. So that's how hard we work. That means free checking, no hidden fees, and helping to protect your identity.
Explain it in baseball terms?
It's a home run.
Basketball terms?
It's a slam dunk.
Football.
Touchdown.
Highlight?
Buzzball.
Cricket.
Golden duck.
Wow. Guess that really is a Fifth Third Better.
That's what a Fifth Third Better means. This is banking a Fifth Third Better. Fifth Third Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Did you know your life insurance is an asset you can sell? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. For almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. And at abacuspays.com, we've created a free policy value calculator so you can find out the worth of your policy in just seconds. There are no fees and no obligations. Get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Learn more at abacuspays.com.
International Diamond Center's values are so compelling, it's not unusual to see people here that are not local.
Every day, we have people that drive an hour and a half, even 2 hours.
IDC owner Keith LeClaire.
People are willing to drive because they've heard it's not a typical jewelry store.
For example, did you know IDC has one of the largest selections of luxury pre-owned Rolexes in America? Thousands of hard-to-find Rolex watches, Submariners, Daytonas, Pepsis, Batmans, all in perfect condition.
We scour the world to find only the most pristine, super clean watches. We only carry the creme de la creme.
And like everything else at IDC, these watches are at a price that's guaranteed to give you maximum value.
We price them to win the customer, not lose a customer.
International Diamond Center for pre-owned Rolexes, exquisite rare diamonds, premium designer jewelry, and exceptional white glove service.
You're going to want to come to IDC. It's worth the drive.
International Diamond Center, 4 Orlando locations, and online at shopidc.com.
16th Minute of Fame is the new weekly podcast hosted by me, Jamie Loftus. And every week, we take a closer look at an internet character of the day. Bean Dad, The Dress, 30 to 50 feral hogs. If you knew what any of those were, you spend too much time online. And I do too. Who are they? What made them notorious? Why did the internet choose them? And what does a person do when they get more attention than the human psyche can handle? Listen to 16th Minute of Fame on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search 16th Minute of Fame.
In St. Augustine, Ponte Vedra, it might feel like there's not enough time to take everything in. Because once you're done exploring 42 miles of pristine coast, marveling at historical architecture, and enjoying world-class food, it'll be time to check out and head home. But that's okay. You can always stay just one more day. Visit FloridasHistoricCoast.com to learn more. It's about time.
Kick off your summer with iHeart 80s. iHeart 80s goes commercial-free all Memorial Day weekend and every weekend. Open the app, search iHeart 80s, and start listening now. Free never sounded so good.
Real Radio has your chance to win a dream home makeover. Up for grabs are a bathroom remodel, flooring, solar, roofing, and large appliances. Register now for your chance to upgrade your laundry room with a brand new LG Signature washer and dryer from Southeast Steel Appliance Warehouse. There are 5 different contests with each category offering its own unique benefits for improving your home to create the perfect living space. Get more details and enter at realradio.fm/contests.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
There's only one place to watch this nonsense. At Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
You know, yanking on something like a beard is a good way to relieve stress, Jimmy. Some people really get stressed out, like when people call and say they love the show and that they love you, man. So, yank on.
That doesn't sound right. Context is very important.
Do you feel better now, though?
When you tell a man to yank on, context is very, very important. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that very much. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. Welcome back. I am Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
Jack is as well.
Yep.
Let's do Colbert Court.
What you are listening to is real. Well, sort of. The participants are not actors. That's a fact. This is, however, a real case that will be decided here in our forum, the Colbert Court.
That's right, Colbert Court, brought to you by our good friend Glenn Klausman over at Klausman Law. That's KLAUSMAN law.com. Office is right there in Winter Park, 407-917-1718. If you've been in a car crash, there's one cat to call. That's right there, Mr. Glenn Klausman. Good and loud for Glenn Klausman.
Yay!
Look at this guy sliding in, superstar. What's going on, boss?
Thank you. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well. How was your trip?
Trip was fine. Had a good time.
Very nice.
Weather was cool. It was nice.
For people who do not know, Glenn's beautiful wife is an interior designer. She's been doing it here in Orlando at a high level for quite a while. And every year they go up to Brimfield, Massachusetts.
Correct.
To a gigantic antique fair up there. And like just decor fair, but it is antiques. And he and his wife shop for things to put into projects they have down here in Orlando.
Mm-hmm. Antiques, vintage.
Yeah.
It's interesting. A lot of interesting stuff. A lot of accessories.
By the way, the that mid-modern or that mid-century thing that you sent me,
sent you a bunch of it.
That crazy-looking dresser, the one I asked you how much.
Yeah.
When you said the price back, that was like the worst thing you could ever do, because it was very affordable. I mean, that's pretty darn affordable, dude, for a piece like that.
It is. It's all genuine stuff. It's not reproductions.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
stuff that'll last.
Yeah, Glenn sent me a ton of pictures of cool stuff up there.
You should have gone. That was the whole point. You should have gone.
Some of that yard stuff is a bit. I couldn't do that. But some of the other stuff is very cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of. You'll never see pieces like you see up there. There's always crazy stuff, interesting stuff. People collect the craziest stuff.
Yeah, and massive amounts of it.
Yes,
I remember this year it was just unique stuff. Last year, I remember I got just myriad pictures of these really odd collectibles. Everything from old glass to all kinds of crazy stuff. Horseshoes.
We saw some lady had like 200 Michelin Tire Man things, like crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like just marketing stuff?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
All right, Glenn is a personal injury attorney here in Central Florida, specializing in, auto accidents. That's what he really, really knows, auto insurance inside and out, all the laws, all the new stuff. And there are a lot of pitfalls in these new laws that come through that a lot of people don't really acclimate themselves to, Glenn.
Yeah, motorcycle, trucking accidents, all that stuff. Anything on any motor vehicle type accident.
Yeah, but sure. I mean, when the laws changed, they just changed, a year ago?
Effective March 24, 2023.
Yeah. So a little over a year ago, these new laws changed. And I'll tell you, if your attorney is not up on that stuff, it can get very surprising, even for people who've been practicing for a while. Can it not?
Sure. Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So Clint sends us a case over every single week. We'll read it. We'll go around the room to see if the people on the show can figure this out. Then, of course, we'll turn it over to Glenn to find out what he thinks. Are you ready, buddy?
I'm ready.
You ready, guys?
Ready.
All right, here we go. Rusty was on Highway US 1 going about 45 miles per hour when a car 2 lanes over to his left cut across in front of his car to enter a shopping center. And that caused Rusty to have to slam on his brakes. Rusty stopped in time. He did not hit the car, but his eyeglasses flew off his head onto the floor. Rusty put the car in park, reached down to pick up his glasses. While he was stopped, a couple of cars went around Rusty's car, but a pickup truck struck his car in the rear. Now, remember, he stopped on US 1.
Right.
The pickup truck that struck Rusty's car blames Rusty for stopping in the middle of US 1. Rusty was injured. Would you agree to be Rusty's attorney? And what percentage of fault would you put on the vehicles involved? So Rusty's going down the road. Got him out. US 1, by the way, is a nightmare. Going down the road, and a car 2 lanes over swings over in front of him to make the entrance of a shopping center, cutting him off. He slams on the brakes, does not hit the car, but behind him, people had to dodge out of the way. A truck did not make it out of the way and rear ends him. Now, I mean, I don't know that it's much of an argument that it's Rusty's fault to get hit from the rear. I mean, you stop in the middle of a highway, to pick up your glasses or for whatever reason. I mean, his eyesight couldn't have been bad enough to just make it off the road to do that.
He didn't put his hazards on.
He didn't do that. I tell you,
Rusty.
I don't even know if that matters. I mean, I think the only way you can put your hazards on in the middle of traffic is if you actually have, a vehicle that's broken down. Rusty was injured. Was it bad?
Yeah, he actually took his seatbelt off to reach down and get his glasses.
No.
Yeah. So this just happened. We don't know how bad the injuries are going to be, but it's a call I just took this week. And,
okay, so this is an actual case that you are negotiating right now. So
Rusty, it's a call I took this week.
And Glenn, isn't part of the issue of getting insurance covered is that percentage of fault?
Absolutely.
So depending on, because I don't really, to me, it's more 75 on Rusty, 25 on the other drivers in terms of fault. Because although he needed his eyeglasses, he did not adequately let the drivers know behind him that
he put his car in park.
He put it in park.
Right.
And even though his hazards may have been against the law to use, at least that would have alerted the drivers behind him that he or his vehicle was having an issue. Instead, they just see brake lights or no lights, and they just proceed as normal. So I would say Rusty's at least 75% at blame.
Yeah, I mean, if he stops, if he has to stop because a car cuts him off and then he gets hit, you could say, okay, well, we have a case here because Rusty had to stop or he would have had an impact. And if anybody hits him, obviously there's some fault there, but it isn't like this. This just seems kind of careless on Rusty's part.
And what if there were other cars going by him on the right where he couldn't have pulled off the road at that point?
Oh, so you're saying that his only option. Now, let me ask.
Well, but still, Deb brings up the point, no hazards.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, also, if this guy's license says that he has to have glasses to drive.
He does. He has to have glasses to drive, yeah.
He has to. He has to have them.
Right.
But then that's why you put your hazards on to let the other drivers know behind you that there is an issue with you moving forward, whether it's your vehicle or you need your glasses.
But now he can't see his hazard button.
They're big enough he'd be able to see it.
So he can't see to drive. He's got people coming on the right, so he can't pull out of the way. So the only thing that Rusty could do is put his car in park to retrieve his glasses. Now, other cars did go around him.
They did.
So that means that he was obviously, you could see him because other people did avoid him.
Correct.
So why would okay, so hold on now. So was this truck, I mean, we don't have any information about the truck that hit him.
We just know that the pickup truck didn't stop in time and it hit the back of Rusty's car.
So do we know, so now do we get to subpoena the pickup truck's phone records to see if he was either texting or calling?
We don't know at this point. We don't know. All we know is the pickup truck says, it's your fault. You stopped in the middle of US 1.
And he's got a point.
So the question is, what vehicles or what percentage at fault?
Okay. So Rusty was injured. It's bad. Okay. Can he work?
We don't know yet.
We don't know yet. Okay.
That's not an issue.
Would you agree to be Rusty's attorney? And what percentage of
See-
fault would you put on the vehicles involved?
So, Glenn, is it advantageous as long as Rusty is less than 50%? Is that good for Rusty's case?
Here's the issue. Under the new law, if he's more than 50% at fault, it doesn't matter how bad he's hurt. He cannot collect any money for the accident other than his own insurance paying his medical bills up to $10,000.
And that's it.
Okay,
That's
so you go 25% for the original person who made Rusty stop. You go 25% for the truck that hit him. You go 10% for the cars on the right, and now Rusty's down to what, 40%?
Right, exactly, right.
There you go, Glenn.
Let me ask you a quick question, though. Jack makes a good point.
How do you put a percentage on the cars that go around and to the right? They didn't do anything wrong.
One on each.
Well, I mean,
1% on each.
And here's the thing.
They were blocking the way.
We don't have the guy that cut him off, right?
Don't have the guy that cut him off.
So, I mean, there's no way to, I mean, can you apply fault that somebody you do not have in front of you?
Sure.
Okay, we'll give them 30%. And 25 for the truck that hit him.
So this equation is just to boil down what percentage Rusty's at fault, and that's it.
What percentage Rusty's at fault, and because you have to figure out what percentage somebody else is at fault to get to Rusty's number.
Okay, so Rusty stops in the middle of the road to get his glasses that he cannot drive without, and that's
That's
okay.
correct.
He has that.
And it's not his fault he doesn't have the glasses. It was that car that cut him off.
Right.
They're involved.
It's not his fault that he has to stop because he had to get his other cars avoided him successfully. This truck hit him.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is Rusty at fault at all?
Well, the pickup truck says he is.
Well, the pickup,
yeah,
that
of
doesn't
course
mean
he's going to
anything.
say that, Glenn. Come on, you can't take his word for it.
And Deb says he is for not putting his hazards on.
All right.
And for stopping in the middle of US 1 without alerting other drivers. So there has to be some culpability on his part for, I mean, he wasn't the one who started it with the whole chain reaction by being cut off, but he could have made choices that could have avoided the collision in the first place, and he didn't. So there is some culpability on Rusty's part.
But with the truck, now we know if you are following someone and you hit someone from behind,
you're always at fault.
It's always the person in the back. So the truck.
Yeah.
What's his excuse for not seeing the obstacle in the road?
And does he have one of those stickers of Calvin peeing on a Dodge?
Don't know at this point. Don't know what the bumper stickers are on the back of the pickup truck, but that's always something we will look at.
Let's go 51.
Really?
Yeah, really.
It's interesting because a lot of the texting services weighing in and saying Rusty has zero fault.
Yeah. Okay, that's great.
Are you kidding?
That's great. I like to get those guys on the jury.
Yeah, our texting service is saying Rusty has no liability. It's all on the guy that rear-ended him. Another person said truck 80, Rusty 10, OG person 10. Zero fault to Rusty.
So you're telling me they actually take bumper stickers into consideration?
Oh, sure I would. And I'd be concerned about the bumper stickers on the back of my client's car. Sure.
That's why I don't have bumper stickers except for the Jim Colbert show on the back of mine.
Sure, but now we're going down a rabbit hole because you don't want to come up with a number.
Yeah, I'll come up with a number. Okay, so I don't think Rusty's at fault at all.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I don't, because here's the thing. None of this really was his fault. I mean, all of the actions that Rusty took to make him a safe driver, he took. I mean, other than putting on the hazards, it's the only thing. But
giving him a pass?
Jack could make a legit argument about the fact the guy is, if he has to have glasses to drive, and you don't have glasses, he actually may have had a difficult time finding the hazard switch. Maybe he's never used it before.
Well,
he doesn't know where it is.
Then he shouldn't be behind the wheel. Yeah, exactly. Then Rusty shouldn't be behind the wheel.
Well, if he has to have glasses to drive, you can make that argument. My God.
Well, do you have glasses to drive?
No, I do not. Rusty was injured.
He answered that one quite quickly, didn't he?
I don't think Rusty's at fault. I think I think the truck, God, maybe 10%. 10% at fault, the truck 90% at fault. Other people successfully avoided him. So obviously he wasn't that hard to see.
That's correct. Yeah, that's my argument. But, I was just concerned about what percentages you all think Rusty's at fault.
I think Rusty's 10% at fault.
All right.
And that's even negotiable because of his eyesight ability to see the damn hazard switch.
No, you're wrong. You should be able to see the hazard switch.
You're wrong. Listen, I don't know. Maybe I am. Who knows?
25, 25, 50.
So 25 for Rusty?
25 for Rusty, 25 for the jerk who started all of this nonsense.
Yeah, and then the guy who hit him is 50.
At least 50 on the truck. We'll definitely give him a majority on the truck.
And how do we get insurance money for the car that cut him off in the first place?
Uninsured motorist coverage.
That's right, Jack.
Really?
And that's why, let me just say, it's imperative that you have uninsured or underinsured motorist coverage. Regardless of what the people who have around you, you have to protect yourself.
That's right.
And that's what you should have on your policy and that of everyone in your family.
Because every time we do a news story of a hit-and-run driver or, it's always the case of someone who is driving on a suspended license, a revoked license. They have no insurance, and they're the ones who cause the majority of problems. People with insurance don't want to have those kinds of issues. They know the money it's going to cost us down the road.
So let me ask you a question.
Sure.
What if Rusty's car lost power?
Rusty be in even better shape.
He'd be in better shape.
Sure.
If he just lost power. I mean, maybe somebody cut him off.
Right.
He had to slam on the brakes. That caused his battery to shift or whatever. He lost power. My point being, he couldn't have even turned the hazard lights on that point.
That's probably true.
Right. So would that have changed the outcome of the case?
Yeah, Rusty wouldn't be at fault at all then.
At all?
At all.
So what you're saying is he is at fault some here.
The argument is he's some degree at fault by not putting his hazard lights on or doing something else to alert people behind him that he stopped. And putting the car in park as opposed to keeping your foot on the brake. Maybe he couldn't keep his foot on the brake because he had to reach down and get the glasses. That's what his argument is.
You know what's not as satisfying about this edition of Colbert Court? We're not going to get an answer. All we're giving Glenn is advice on a case.
That's what I like. And I love hearing from the texting service.
Well, someone texted and said, stop vehicle blocking flow of traffic. They're at fault.
Yeah, Rusty. Somebody said Rusty 100%. So, I mean, are you going to take this case?
Sure. Yeah,
I'm
going to take it. We'll see what happens.
But you believe that Rusty has about what percentage of fault?
I believe Rusty's got less than 50% at fault. That's why I'm taking it.
Right.
And, I've got to figure out what else is going on here. All I know is Rusty's version of the story at this point.
Right.
So.
Wow. So, does the guy have insurance? The truck guy?
Yeah, we assume he does. We don't know at this point.
Wow.
It's brand new. We haven't done anything yet on it.
But in the meantime, Rusty needs to go to Filatowski and get that LASIK surgery on his eyes so that he doesn't ever have to worry about this while driving in traffic again.
If there's a problem with AC, he needs to call Mills AC.
Exactly.
We can do this all day.
You're not wrong.
Hey, and if he's been in an accident, he needs to call Klausman Law, 407-917-1718.
Yes, at KLAUSMANlaw.com.
This is a really interesting case. Was this an interesting case for you, for someone who's seen a bunch of these?
Sure. It's interesting to see what's going to happen with it. We don't know, we know he has uninsured motorist coverage, so we're going to be able to put some liability on the person who started this whole thing.
Right. So what kind of injury?
Damn Skippy.
Is it the neck stuff, normal stuff, the one you get from behind?
Yeah.
Now, will he get?
He also had a bruised chest, and they did he went to the emergency room, so he's got bills from that. He's got a bruised chest. They did scans there to make sure there wasn't anything wrong with internally.
Well, I mean, he obviously had to be in a relatively populated area of US 1. Usually when you get into those areas of US 1, it slows down to like 45 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how fast the truck was going into impact?
No, we don't know.
No idea yet.
We don't know.
But
the truck did break some because the truck was drivable from the scene. Rusty's car was not drivable from the scene because it busted out the back headlights. Back tail lights.
Yeah, the tail lights, right?
Yeah.
What are you going to say?
No, I have a feeling this is the kind of stuff that really wets Glenn's whistle.
Oh, look.
Is this kind of challenge of,
it's different. It's not the same stuff over and over again.
And now it's a gamble. I mean, look, here's the thing. Back when we started this thing, there would never be, should I take this case as a question.
Well, that's not because the Florida law has changed.
But because the law has changed, I mean, as an attorney, you really have to kind of do a little slide rule in there to make sure that you think you have a good enough shot to win this, because if not, you're kind of screwed, right?
Yep.
Two questions
spent a lot of time and a lot of money. I mean, I just turned down a case this week where a motorcyclist gets injured when he makes a right turn in front of somebody who's making a left turn into a shopping plaza, and he drives his motorcycle into the side of the car. And before the change in the law, I would certainly have taken that case because the lady that turned in front of him was also partially at fault. There was actually a garbage truck blocking both their views. But, because the situation where he probably should have seen this lady, I just couldn't take the case.
Wow. Couple questions?
One is, are you going to check to see if there were any cameras in the area on area businesses that might have video of the accident? And two is, would you recommend that everyone have a dash cam?
Everyone should have a dash cam, but, it's always helpful.
Right.
And we will check to see. And, the commercial about I have every video and camera in the state of Florida. I mean, any lawyer can get the video cameras that are in the state of Florida.
Yeah, I was going to ask that very thing. Matter of fact, it's funny you're laughing at him. I like that. Yeah. So you guys have the ability to subpoena all of the state and federal law.
The state cameras, the traffic cameras.
Right.
State traffic cameras,
yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of them don't work. I mean, we find out there's a traffic camera there, and they say, oh, well, that's not really operative.
Wow, how crazy is that?
It is what it is.
Oh, let's give 10% to the state then.
Yeah,
We're
right.
not keeping up the camera.
Right.
Hey, Glenn, how many days do I have to change my driver's license before I get in trouble?
10.
2 weeks.
What, is it expired?
Not that it's expired, no, but I moved.
I would do it in 30 days.
Within 30 days?
I would do it in 30 days, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
21 more days.
I think it's 14.
No.
Yeah, no. I think you had at least 30 days
I
to
think
do
it's
it.
4.
I thought it was 10.
No.
I think I'm riding dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, that's KLAUSMAN law.com, Clausman Law. Winter Park office is right there, 407-917-1718. Can't get a better guy to have on your side than Glenn Clausman. This guy is a dog for these guys. You just go and get him. I love it.
Thanks so much.
I love how tenacious you are, and I love how smart you are when you handle these cases, dog.
Thanks
It's
so much.
It's fun to watch, man.
Yeah,
All right.
someone texted us and said, so grateful you are my lawyer.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Good luck.
Always glad to hear that.
Yay! All right, there he is. Clausman Law. That's KLAUSMAN law.com. Offices right there in Winter Park. All right, guys, back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show and a new keyword.
Freshy.
Orlando City is looking for back-to-back wins when they face the Columbus Crew at Inter & Co Stadium this Saturday. Coverage starts at 7 p.m. on Real Radio 104.1 and is brought to you by WG Sports Center. Discover indoor soccer. For details and to join their team, follow at WG Sports Center.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Looking at heavy traffic on I-4 this afternoon, east and westbound on the interstate for those traveling through downtown Orlando and by the major attractions exits. Still looking at delays on the turnpike for those traveling by the Osceola Parkway exit and by the Oakland Exchange exit. If you happen to see any traffic problems in the Orlando area this afternoon, just make sure to call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Need an oil change? Short on time? Drive into Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Stay in your car and be back on the road in about 15 minutes. Our expert technicians use premium products for top-notch vehicle care. Quick, easy, trusted. That's Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
That mortgage guy, Don, has been helping people with their mortgage needs for over 20 years, including myself. That mortgage guy, Don, is going to work tirelessly to help you with your purchase or refinance. But it's not just me that believes that. Here's a review from Michael R. from this past December. He says, quote, Don and his team were very informative and looked at every avenue available to make things happen, end quote. And I can attest to that. If there is a way to make your mortgage or refinance happen, that mortgage guy, Don, and his team, they're going to find it. So don't miss the boat. Compare your quote at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
It's time for the Mount Dora Corn Festival, May 24th and 25th. Live music from Shelby Darrell, Mark Wills, 9 Days, and Will Jones. Fun for all with corn eating and cornhole contest, petting zoo, kids area, and fireworks. Free shuttle parking's available. For tickets and information, go to MountDoraCornFest.com. Sponsored by Med Spa Mount Dora, Visit Lake, and the City of Mount Dora. Don't miss the Mount Dora Corn Festival, where corn is king and fun is mandatory.
Hard Rock Live presents an evening with animal rescue advocate, motivational speaker, and star of Animal Planet's My Pack Life, Lee Asher from the Asher House, Thursday, May 30th at the Hard Rock Live Orlando. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster and the Hard Rock Live box office.
Experience life now at Orlando Science Center. Life is an all-new nature and conservation exhibit featuring animals and immersive galleries. Explore the ocean, swamp, and rainforest and encounter the animals that call these ecosystems home. Meet a sleepy sloth, playful monkeys, a baby shark, a curious owl, and their friends. Learn about issues impacting their habitats and how you can make a difference. This is life at Orlando Science Center. Get tickets and more info at osc.org.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy and founder of Wesley Financial Group, and I want to set the record straight. I am not an attorney. I've never wanted to be an attorney, and the truth is I really don't even like attorneys. If I sound like an attorney or if I look like an attorney, I'll apologize. But what I've learned in my 15 years in the timeshare cancellation business is you don't need to be an attorney to get folks out of their timeshare. At Wesley, we've helped over 40,000 families cancel their timeshare without me being an attorney. And I want to share with you how we do it. Just give my office a call, and you will not talk to an attorney. And I guarantee if we take you as a client, we'll get you out of your timeshare, or you'll pay nothing.
Call now for your free timeshare exit info kit. 800-822-1490. 800-822-1490. 800-822-1490.
Are you prepared for the future? At TK Law Firm, they understand the importance of securing your legacy. Whether you're looking for a will or trust, they can help. Don't leave your legacy to chance. Visit onefirmforlife.com for your free consultation. Protect what matters most. TK Law Firm, your partner in estate planning excellence.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit notimetowait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage nasal care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Haley, quote, "Navage is the best thing I bought. I love it. My nose feels so clear now and I can breathe. I've been struggling with a stuffy nose for weeks. I bought Navage and it's amazing." Or this one, "I use Navage every night, could not imagine life without it. I have 5 cats, and before I found Navage, I was a clogged mess. Now I breathe so much better," unquote. Those are 2 of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassey's Meat Market, the best place to buy a big green egg.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, money. MONEY, money. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
The Jim Colbert Show, streaming live on YouTube. Watch us talk.
Believe it or not, the government has more helium than any other entity on the planet. In the 60s, when the space race was on, they, of course, if you're wanting to test your space capsule to see if it leaks, you want to use the smallest molecule that there is, which is hydrogen. Well, it's explosive and it's expensive, but helium is neither of those things. So they stockpiled it, and they use helium to pressure test the capsules.
I learned something new today.
No, isn't this great?
I love that.
They should be here. They should be doing this. We should be out there. They don't look.
No, they're too smart. They're needed out there.
It's so much smarter than. All right, 407-916-1041. Money, by the way, is your 5 o'clock keyword, MONEY. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000, guys. Money is your 5 o'clock keyword. Good luck. We hope you win. Remember, if you're playing the game, keep your phone on, keep it near you, and answer the damn thing, even if you do not recognize the number, because that is exactly how they tell you you've won. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
I feel dumb.
Jack is here as well.
Ah.
Thanks, Jack. Whatever that was. Thanks. How's your back, buddy?
Too.
Jack hurt his back turning around.
True. You're not wrong.
Yeah. I'm telling
It's
you,
a thing.
when my back went out, I was getting out of bed. I just, when you sit up in bed, right? I was just swung my legs over the bed, and when I got up, I dropped to the floor. It felt like I got shot in the back.
Ah.
I did that one swinging my legs out of my pickup truck. So this was 20 years ago. Swung my legs out as I was sitting forward, and just that twisting motion just popped it.
Yeah. And that's all it takes. And it takes a little bit of time to heal. You got to just chill out, buddy. You're fine.
I'm good.
You're good.
I've been icing, taking Advil.
Yeah, good. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You take Advil rather than Motrin? Is that your painkiller of choice? Or pain
actually,
reliever?
Ibuprofen.
Yeah.
Because you know me, I'm buying the generic.
Good point.
So it's ibuprofen.
Black bottle, white print.
Yeah.
He'd be happy with gum and cheese.
No warnings. It won't tell you how much to take.
Nope.
It just says,
It's generic.
ibuprofen, roll the dice, dog. Roll them.
Says you good.
All right, man. Let me ask you guys a question. If you had a device on your vehicle that when you started speeding would flash in front of you a little sign that says you're speeding, and then it displays the speed limit that is in the area, because with Waze or any of the navigation apps, they tell you a lot of stuff. They tell you where the cops are. You can actually chime in and say the cop's still there or the cop's gone. It'll tell you what speed limit is in that area you're driving. It'll give you a little sign there, but it won't give you a suggestion. It'll just give you a little thing there going, oh, by the way, you're supposed to be going 45 here. It won't say that to you. It'll just show you that is the posted speed limit for that area. Would you guys like technology that if you were going down the road and you didn't have your cruise control set and you were just kind of cruising, and the next thing you know, you're going 85 miles an hour? How often, by the way, does that happen to you guys?
Jim, welcome to 2024. I have it.
Do you have that?
Yeah.
It actually warned you?
Well, I have on my display, the sensors see street signs.
Okay.
Those street signs show on my dashboard. Like if it's a construction sign, it'll show up as a warning on my dashboard, and a picture of a logo of the sign, including the speed limit sign.
Right.
So the current speed limit sign, when it sees it, it shows up on my dashboard.
Okay.
As soon as I am 1 mile over that, it turns red.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, does it warn you? Does it so you have the crash stuff, right? So if you're approaching an object in traffic and the car has calculated that you're going too fast,
yes,
and you have a possibility of
it
collision,
goes right. It'll go
right?
Right.
It'll do that.
Right. Happened on my way to work.
But it doesn't do that when you're speeding, right?
Correct. It does not automatically slow down when I'm speeding.
It's about to in California, though.
You can have that,
buddy. In California, they are about to introduce some technology, or at least some legislation, to have it mandatory that if you own a vehicle in California, that you have this software that basically turns your car into a giant mom arm that reaches out around and keeps you from going through the windshield. It basically warns you when you're breaking the law. It warns you when you're going too fast. And then on top of the warning, if you're going too fast, it tells you what the speed limit is.
Okay, but it doesn't slow me down.
It does not slow you down. It
okay, good. You can tell me all you want.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Whatever.
Talk away.
I'll ignore it.
But
exactly. Blink away.
But listen, where this really comes into play is think about what you're saying and think about who just left our room. If California enacts this and it does become law, right? And by the way, there are plenty of states also looking at this kind of technology. And that thing warns you, and then you choose to ignore it and then have a crash. I'm wondering if that will start negating insurance coverage, because the insurance at that point could say, hey, look, we showed you a minute ago that you were going 10 miles an hour over the speed limit, which, by the way, is the breaking point. 10 miles an hour is it. So if you're supposed to be 70 and you're going 80, the minute you go 80 or a minute you go 80.
Yeah, 79, baby. Keep it at 9.
It
Keep
warns
at 9.
you, right? Yeah, 9 you're fine, 10 you're mine, right? That's what the cops say. And now it'll beep at the drivers, it'll warn you, and then flash the exact speed limit you're supposed to be going. It will not apply the brakes. It will not slow you down. It won't do any of those things.
I've ridden with you and you already lose your mind. I cannot imagine how off the effing charts your blood pressure would be.
Deborah, I'd be thankful. How dare the two of you?
Show promo.
How dare. Stop making it louder. You're making it louder. You're laughing louder.
You do know who you're talking to,
I know
right?
exactly who I'm talking to.
Okay. So you go ahead and talk to the people who don't know you. I'm going to find something else
Deborah,
to do.
I'm telling you right now, I would appreciate.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you would.
If my vehicle flashed a little sign and it said, "Hey, brother, you want to back it up a little bit?"
Sure you would, Jimmy. You're all about that.
Why wouldn't you think that? For real, why would you think that stuff?
For real? You're even asking this question?
Yes, you've only ridden with me like once or twice.
That's all it takes, man. I've never been back in the car.
I just drove you safely from that 7-Eleven down to here when your car broke down, young lady.
Well, I never said safely.
Young lady.
Yes, thank you for that.
By the way, this already passed, or at least the beginnings of this already passed. And what they think is this is really going to cut down on fatal accidents, high-speed accidents, and really make California's roads safer. Now, I've only driven in one or two places in California, San Francisco and L.A. L.A. is driving in Los Angeles is it's hard to explain. When you think I-4 traffic is bad, imagine a long road into the desert with nobody on it. That's I-4 compared to any highway in LA. 8 lanes going 80 miles an hour, a foot apart, 24 hours a day. There are still photos of brake lights in Los Angeles where it's just shut down completely, and that's exactly like it is all the time. And they're saying the goal is to reduce traffic deaths, and the legislation would likely impact all new car sales in the U.S. if it happens to be successful and it's adopted federally. Now, of course, I'm sure that's who's in the White House is going to make a big difference there.
Oh, yeah. Plus, it doesn't matter. Florida's going to go, we're not doing it.
It says in California often
we're not doing it.
Now, California usually sets the standard for a lot of this stuff. They say that they throw their weight around to influence the nation. They set their own emission standards for cars. They've banned, they're going to wind up banning new gas cars. So they really have set the standard for how we deal with things like this for quite a while.
Maybe for the rest of the country, but once again, Florida.
It says the technology is known as intelligence speed assistance. It uses GPS tech to compare the vehicle's speed with the data set of posted speed limits. It says once the car is at least 10 miles an hour over the limit, the system would emit a brief one-time visual and audio signal to alert the driver. It's almost like slow down. That's what it's like. It's the technical version of that.
Someone just texted us, 78, you're great, 79, you're mine.
Yeah. I've heard the other one. I've heard it 79, you're fine.
I've heard 5, you're fine, 9, you're mine.
79, you're fine, 80, you're mine. That's what I've heard.
I like that one better.
Once you get to 10 miles an hour, I hear it.
Some warnings are hard to ignore. Also, in my vehicle, the seatbelt. If you don't have your seatbelt on, it does that beep once.
Yeah.
Then it go beep, beep.
Yeah.
Beep, beep, beep. Beep, 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 and you're like, all right, you win. I'll put it on.
It's the electronic version of the kid and the girl going, are we there? Are we there? Are we there? Are we there?
Ma, look at me. Ma, look at this. Ma,
the National
Ma,
Highway.
you're not looking at me.
The National,
brother.
The National Highway and Safety Traffic Administration estimates that 10% of all car crashes reported to the police in 2021 were speeding related, including an 8% increase in speeding related fatalities. It says 35% of the traffic fatalities in California were speeding related. That's the second highest in the country. So they are going to shut her down. Now, look, this really would not bother me. I know that you guys are laughing about it. If it's a one-time, hey, I can ignore it. I'm on. But you know what I can't get used to? I can't get used to that button that I have to turn off every time that shuts my car down at red lights.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if you want to see me lose my mind.
See, that's all it takes.
Deborah, it shuts my GD car down.
I know. My mom has the same thing.
The one that does the AC, it shuts that machine down. The AC machine. The one with wheels that I'm riding in.
Well, there's a button that you hit.
I know, but it's a pain in the ass to have to do it every single damn time.
But you'd appreciate a warning. Okay, okay.
I don't appreciate that.
Okay.
I don't appreciate
Okay.
I don't appreciate my car being shut off. And it's doing it without me asking.
Okay.
I gotta tell it not to.
Okay.
Stop shutting it down.
Okay. Okay.
This, by the way, all happened because after a crash in January of 2022, when a guy was with a history of speeding violations was traveling at 100 miles per hour, he ran a red light, hit a minivan, kills himself, and then 8 other people.
Oh,
and
my
that's the
gosh.
case that kind of spurred this on in
Yeah.
California to introduce this legislation. So you never know. I mean, I don't believe it'll make it through nationally, but you never know.
Well, look at what we just had here recently. You had a guy arrested, I believe it was in Seminole County, for driving 140 miles an hour, leading deputies on a high-speed chase on I-4.
Yeah.
140. So California and your paltry 100 mile per hour, please check them out.
Yeah, and the thing is with California said it, and then the rest of the country will follow.
Not anymore.
California emissions have been a thing since I was a kid watching Price is Right.
Oh, yeah.
Because they would always describe the car as having California emissions.
That's right, yeah.
Exactly.
And so that they've always been on their own path since, forever.
Look, when you buy an old car, like an old muscle car or whatever,
Yeah.
they tell you if you buy one from California, they actually tell you if it still has the smog pump on it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Plus, I thought I just read recently that they added like a 50 cent gas tax.
To California?
To California gas to help cover.
God damn.
Yeah. So
it's already so expensive.
So you don't want to speed
Right, yeah,
because
yeah.
you don't want to have to pay for the gas.
No joke. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. I saw a really interesting little thing online today. It says, these are the things that the expensive things that people bought and they regretted because they bought it and used it once or twice. Now, I had that
Peloton?
story. Well, that's definitely one of them. That's definitely one of them. Plus, we have a couple other things to go as well. 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
What's more exciting than a brand new iPhone with a dozen cameras? How about Real Radio on your iPhone? Just tell Siri to play Real Radio 104.1.
Looking at slow traffic on I-4 this afternoon in the Orlando area, east and westbound on the interstate as you travel by the major attractions exits, and in Seminole County between County Road 46A and the St. Johns River Bridge. Northbound delays reported on the Greenway now near the 434 exit. If you see traffic problems, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
At Rasmussen University, we offer 50-plus programs from health sciences to business to nursing, online and on campus. Are you ready to rewrite your story? Learn more at rasmussen.edu.
Jim Colbert Show question of the day. Find it in our YouTube chat. You go to YouTube, type in Jim Colbert Show, boom. Watch the show, take part in the chat, answer the poll. We'll talk about it at the end of the program. WeAreNotTheBanks.com. They sponsor our poll question today. If you are looking for a new home, you need a mortgage, go to WeAreNotTheBanks.com. Brad Siebert and the team can help guide you through what could be a complicated process. So many loan products out there, VA loans, conventional loans, jumbo loans, no income documentation loans. Go to the experts at WeAreNotTheBanks.com. That's who I used for a refi several years ago. It was great. Fast, easy, got a great rate, put me in a better position today because years ago I went to wearenotthebanks.com. So whether it's a new loan for a new home or you want to refinance the home where you live, the website is the same, wearenotthebanks.com. NMLS ID number 66247, equal housing opportunity.
This earful of Rail Radio is sponsored by RC Hill Mitsubishi, Highway 1792 in DeLand.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people, Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage, Navage. Breathe easy.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
With all the new people moving here recently, we thought it'd be a good idea to explain International Diamond Center. If you've lived here a while, you already know this, so bear with us. International Diamond Center, also known as IDC, is not an ordinary jewelry store. It was started decades ago by a major East Coast diamond supplier, Keith LeClaire. Keith had international connections with diamond cutters and would sell diamonds to upscale jewelry stores. Then he decided to start selling direct to the public at prices that undercut traditional jewelers in a big way. This no middleman approach caught on big, and now IDC is one of the largest and most successful jewelers in America, still providing exceptional quality and astonishing value. So if you've just moved here from New York or California or wherever, know that IDC is the area's go-to place for diamonds, fine designer jewelry, and Swiss timepieces. Just be prepared to be a little shocked when you see how great our values are, especially compared to where you came from. International Diamond Center. Just another great reason you made the move south. Get details, directions, store hours, and more at shopidc.com.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
Open your world to all that SeaWorld Orlando has to discover. Meet new faces up close of orcas, belugas, and dolphins. Prepare to explore new territories aboard the all-new Penguin Trek, launching this spring. Expand your horizons with seasonal events and musical performances. And see the good your ticket does in helping us save animals. There's so much more to SeaWorld than ever before. Save up to 50% on tickets, fun cards, and passes during our Memorial Day sale. Hurry, offer ends soon. Taxes, fees, blockout dates, and other restrictions may apply.
These days, the cost of fixing or replacing things in your home is going through the roof with no end in sight. Air conditioning replacement, $6,000. New refrigerator, $1,500. Flat screen TV, $1,200. Don't wait till it's too late. Call Everything Breaks now before something else breaks. For as little as $1 a day, Everything Breaks can cover it all. Appliances, plumbing, air conditioning, home electronics, including cell phones and more. Everything Breaks covers repairs your insurance doesn't, saving you hundreds, even thousands on unexpected repair bills. Call Everything Breaks now before something else breaks. Call for your free quote. Call 855-865-SAVE. That's 855-865-SAVE.
Get it all covered your way, 'cause everything breaks.
Limitations and exclusions apply. See plan terms and conditions for details. Coverage not available in all states. Actual savings may vary based on the covered plan and repairs needed. Call 855-865-SAVE. Online at goeverythingbreaks.com.
Did you know that your largest investment asset might not be your retirement account or home? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. Most people don't realize that their life insurance policy is actually an asset they can sell. But for almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. We've even created a free policy value calculator at abacuspays.com so you can find out in seconds what we might pay for your policy. There are no fees and no obligations, just information. Knowing the value of your life insurance policy is as important as knowing the value of your home, your equity portfolio, or your finances in total. Discover the valuable information you need to understand the current market value for your life insurance, and then get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Visit abacuspays.com to learn more and use our free policy value calculator today.
Your summer with iHeart 80s. Rewind to a decade in music that defined a generation. From Madonna to Michael and more. iHeart 80s goes commercial free all Memorial Day weekend and every weekend. Open the free iHeart app, search iHeart 80s, and start listening now. iHeart Radio. Free never sounded so good.
A1Garage.com. A1 from day one. Radio.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch. At The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Good afternoon. This is your friend B from the land of peacocks and cruise ships.
My Circle K's look like 1976 around here, with everybody trying to get that gasolina.
Damn.
I'd bet long lines at the Circle K.
You bet your ass.
How much off a gallon? 25
40 cents.
40 cents off a gallon?
Yeah, we had a couple people text and say it saved them, a few dollars.
Dude, he was paying under $3 a gallon right now.
Yeah.
I was paid $3.50 or $3.49 yesterday.
Oh, that's why I go to Costco. It's at least a quarter cheaper.
It is always a quarter cheaper. You're right. All right, 407-916-1041. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show here on Real Radio. Let's see. Money is your 5 o'clock keyword, MONEY. Just go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Welcome back. I am Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
Jack is as well. This is is it Yahoo or
Yahoo?
Is it Yahoo or Yahoo? Is it Yahoo?
Don't be a Yahoo.
Okay, very good. So this is an interesting story. This is on yahoo.com. And it just basically said, have you ever spent buku bucks on something that you used only a couple of times? And the funny thing is a few of these, of course, some of them are immediate, right? And Deb, you kind of nailed one right before we went to break.
Oh, the Peloton.
The Peloton is one. That's when it says, it doesn't say Peloton specifically. It just says exercise bikes because the other one will get you sued.
Yeah.
You don't want to deal with that. And they're already having problems right now, Peloton.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But some of like one of them is one of them is obvious. What's the old saying?
Gym membership?
No, stop. Well, yeah, that's not a big ticket item though.
Well, sometimes if you're locked in.
How about a pool or a jacuzzi? A lot of people end up putting in a
hot
pool.
tub.
They don't really say that. You know what they say? Like drones. Like if people will get a drone, they'll spend a bunch of money on a drone, thinking they're going to fly their drone around all the time, and they'll go droning. And they say like you use it a couple times, and then you realize it takes space to use it. You can't be flying it over people's houses. You have to find a place you can fly it. You have to learn how to do it. They're expensive, so if they crash, you have to fix them.
Well, what about the metal detector that you were thinking about doing?
You know, metal detector did not come on board here because, again,
good. I still on my list then.
Right. There's two that are like, I mean, I've had both of these, and I will tell you straight up, if you want to lose money, I can tell you how to lose some money. Would you like to know how to lose some money, Jack?
A horse. Buying a horse.
Fixer-upper car.
Not a fixer-upper car. My car actually is worth what I paid for it. Actually, it's worth more than what I paid for it right now.
Even after you worked on it?
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. But this one is like, I think this has to be the all-timer. And I will tell you guys,
Outside
no
of
question.
exercise
No,
equipment.
listen, big ticket. Think big ticket.
Cars?
No, cars. I mean, it's necessary. You have to buy a car. Now, I'm guessing if you buy a really
new
expensive car,
yeah.
and then you're like, you buy like a Porsche or something, and you think you're going to be cool for, 5 years, and then people don't give a damn after 6 months.
Yeah, you're still using that. That's
Exactly.
not something that you regret because of lack of use.
What about like shoes or clothes or something like
It doesn't
that?
really come in like that because, again, like Jack said, those are things you use all the time. The idea here is I spent some cash on this thing thinking it was going to be part of my lifestyle, and now I don't really use it much at all.
BB-8.
I was going to say
That's
BB-8.
super funny,
Damn
you sons of
Jack.
bitches. How dare you? I've had both of them. There is no faster way to lose money than buying an RV.
Oh, I've always
Listen,
wanted one.
The only way you can lose money faster with getting nothing out of it is gambling. You just can't lose money. I'll give you an idea. How much do you think I lost when I sold mine? And this is a true story. I'll tell you.
$10,000.
That's exactly the number.
Give yourself a dong.
I lost $10,000 when I sold my RV. $10,000. And here's the best part. It was basically still brand new.
Oh.
It was like 2 or 3 years old max. Max. Just as you have the other one? You want to know the other way to lose money? And I can hear people out there screaming at the radio. Buy a boat.
Yeah.
Buy a boat.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to go boating every weekend, Jack. Don't you know that? We're going to go boating every weekend. I'm going to buy this boat. I can afford these payments. No big deal. We're going to go boating every weekend. And then for the first month, you go boating. You're like, man, this is great. And then you're like, let's go boating. We went boating last week. Let's go do something else next weekend. Let's go boating. You know what? You know, we don't
It's
have
too
time.
hot.
We don't have time. It's too hot.
I think you have to live on the water to use a boat regularly.
Buddy, I lived on the water. You don't even use it then.
Really?
I'm telling you straight up, we lived on the water and we barely used our boat after using it for a little bit. You just get tired of doing it.
And that's where my friends belong to a boat club. So they don't own their own boat. They rent the boat. They call up this group that they are with, tell them what kind of boat they want. They gas it up, have it ready for them. They use the boat, bring it back at the end of the day.
Right.
Just drop it off, and they don't have to worry about anything else. They don't have to worry about where to store it. Using the same boat weekend after weekend. They can get a fast boat, pontoon boat.
We used to have one of those used to advertise with the station out of Daytona that you could go over and get a pontoon or whatever. It wasn't too bad.
It's great.
Here's one that's kind of weird for Florida. I'm going to be honest with you. This one's kind of odd. Think about this. Seasonally. And obviously, whoever wrote this does not live in this state. But this does happen. What happens when we hear a hurricane's coming?
Evacuations.
No. What do you buy?
Water. Generators.
A generator is what you buy. So you go out and spend $1,400 on a generator, and you think you're set, and then you don't get hit by a storm for 7 years, 8 years. And that's exactly what they said. We were out of power for 10 days. And then we didn't have a hurricane for years. We spent $1,500, $1,800, whatever it was, to have power for 10 days, and then never used it again.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You are going to use it again.
Well,
and in a season like this, if you've already spent that money, then you don't have to worry about standing in line and hoping they have them available.
Right. They say, thank God I bought it when it was back in stock. Thankfully, I haven't needed it since. That is a weird one because it is true. They are expensive, and you do use them rarely. But, man, when you do, the difference a generator can make if you have no power in your house during a hurricane.
A fan. You will never be more grateful for a fan.
Yeah. I've never done this. Now, I don't have any high-tech, like kitchen stuff. I do have a what they call a circulator, which is a sous vide stick, but they're really not that much. By the way, what's the price range here? What do you think is a lot of money for something you don't use a lot, Jack?
Well, first of all, can you explain what a sous vide stick even is?
It's what they call a circulator. You know, when you have the chefs that they'll vacuum proteins and they'll put it in a bath of water.
Oh, okay.
And then the sous vide stick brings that water up to the perfect cooked temperature for that protein. Then you just kind of sear it off and it's cooked perfectly. It's a really cool way to cook. But the problem is you need time and, you need to want to use it all the time. And I got one and used it 3 times.
Wow.
And it's sitting in and again, it's not super expensive. I would think it has to be $500 or more, right? The purchase
of a sous vide stick?
No. I'm saying of the thing.
To be. Yeah. I'd say that. What about grills?
I was going to say the big green egg.
Yeah.
I've got a big green egg, and of course they're expensive. When we talk about selling big green eggs, the guys over at Tools. But the reason you buy it is it has a lifetime warranty, and the cooking technique is amazing. The flavor is amazing, but they are expensive.
But if you use it, it's great. But if you are someone who, I grill like twice a year,
right? And the thing is you can buy this. You could see something on. You know what? I'm going to cook a butt every weekend. I'm going to smoke the best brisket. I'm going to do all this stuff. I'm going to be the outdoor king. And then you cook out 3 or 4 times, and people are like, "Well, we're tired of smoking food. We're tired of grilled food. Let's get something else." And then your egg sits for months.
What about VR? Virtual reality, Oculus glasses. I remember there were a lot of cases of people, there was some model that people were really excited about and then returned.
The Apple one.
There you go.
Stupid expensive.
Yeah, really expensive.
Yeah.
Now, Jack, here's one that I don't think you agree with.
Oh, yeah? Don't tell me what I think.
Because of all the things you're frugal about, this is one thing that I don't believe you're that frugal about.
Mm-hmm.
Because you spend a lot of time doing this. Well, no, maybe not a lot, but I know that you like to do this. I know you like to enjoy this.
A loop?
You really are that much of a fan? I would have thought you're more of an all natural kind of guy, but that's just me, Jack.
You guys just talk. You guys just talk amongst yourselves.
Talk about alone time, Deb.
Yeah.
Oh, surprise, man! The lotion is cheaper.
It's upgrading your television.
Oh yeah, I do that.
He did that.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Old Jackson over there, he's pretty frugal, but when it comes to his televisions,
he breaks all the banks.
Jack will spend the money, and this is another one I disagree with. What they're saying is this, though. It's not like buying your regular TV. It's like somebody went out, like somebody convinced me I needed an OLED.
Yes.
Those ones that you can buy a 70-inch TV from Walmart for like $600, or you can buy one of these for like $4,000. Right. So what they're saying is when you upgrade to that OLED and you assume that your life is going to change dramatically because of the quality of your picture, it doesn't really come off like that.
So I did not do that. I have a 75-inch. It's got the crystal, the Samsung Crystal. It is not the OLED, right? I see them when I walk into Costco, and I'm just like, damn that picture.
Man,
damn that
Jack,
picture.
when they put that thing in Best Buy for the first time, I had to go in there and get some speaker wire for my car stereo, and I walked by it, and I couldn't figure out if it was just a really high quality still photograph, or if it was the TV picture. Like that, it was that good.
Yeah,
you could not believe how clear it was. It was seamless. It looked real.
So I helped my daughter move last weekend, and she wanted my television. She had a 55-inch. She's like, but Dad, I want yours, that bigger one. It's better. She like.
What's it, 70? You got a 70?
I 75.
Oh, well, okay, buddy.
And I'm like, well, it's important. It matters.
Those extra 5, what are you talking about?
The extra 5 inches or everything, right?
And I'm like, no. It's like, then I'm like, wait, do I want to upgrade? And then
there we go.
And do
there
that.
we go.
But I'm looking, I sit 7 feet in front of this television. I do not need a large. I didn't need a 75-inch.
Do you like it though?
Jack sits 5 feet away from the side. That thing's the size of the window we look through each other.
So I help my daughter move, and she's like, oh yeah, someone was moving out of her apartment complex, and she got a really good deal. She has an 85-inch television, and the kicker, I had to hang it.
Oh my God.
That's what I did last Saturday.
I've never even heard of They make 85-inch TVs?
Yeah. Oh, they make them bigger now. Yeah.
That you can just buy. That you can just go out and buy.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
And she got a deal on it.
You're telling me I can go to like Target or go to Best Buy and buy an 85-inch TV?
Now we know what you're doing this weekend.
Amazon will deliver it to you. Check it out.
Let me put an 85-inch television.
Are you joshing me, dude, for real?
I am not.
There's an 85-inch TV?
There is.
Wow. Well, at Walmart, you can get the Samsung 85-inch for $2,949. There's the Sony 85-inch 4K Ultra HD at only $1,298.
I think that's what she has, but I think she got it for like less than $400.
What?
Yeah.
Facebook Marketplace?
Someone was leaving the apartment complex.
Oh,
and
they
don't want to move it.
Well, I can't take that.
That's the best deal. That or off the back of a van.
And the wall mount. Came with the wall mount.
All right.
Oh, those are expensive.
Oh, those are $100.
Yeah.
120. Especially you can hold up that.
Oh, that's what I like. Finding studs in an apartment complex.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they're not easy to.
All right, so let me ask you this. How about something you pay for that you can't hold in your hand that is overvalued, that people look at and go, man,
like putting your name on a star or
like Bitcoin?
No.
Bitcoin, that's a good one.
No, Bitcoin, you can,
like a name, like a title.
Like becoming the Duchess of Sealand?
Yeah. Okay, I'll give you an example. You have one of these.
Oh, boy.
You almost have one. I almost had one.
Oh,
these are things that you pay a lot of money for that you're regretting.
Back pain.
No. How about a college degree?
Oh.
Yeah, no.
You paid too much for your degree, Jack?
No, I didn't. No, Mr. Pell paid.
There you go. It's the old Pell Grant guy? Yeah, very good. All right, mountain bikes come in here. Expensive cameras where you think you're going to turn into a photographer.
Oh my God!
And then you don't.
Telescopes.
You take telescope is one.
Oh, telescopes is a good one.
List.
But cameras, surprisingly expensive. I went into a bike store just the other day, on Sunday, whatever.
Yeah,
I could not believe these bikes range from $2,000 to $3,000.
Oh, and those are your cheaper models.
Bicycles.
Yeah, is it like Trek?
The with the flattened, elongated bar. I don't know. It's just ridiculous.
Were you on Edgewater Drive?
No, it was in Winter Spring.
Really?
Yeah.
I lost my mind. Now, Phillips used to have a really expensive bike, didn't he?
Yeah, he gave it to me.
He gave it to you?
Yeah. That's the bike I use now.
Is the one that he had?
Correct. He gave me a bike.
God damn.
Specialized. Serious. That's what I've been riding for the past 5 years.
Whoa, someone just texted, Samsung makes a 146-inch
Get out of here.
TV.
That's a movie screen.
Oh, I need that.
How wide is that? Do the math. That's 10 feet wide, 10 feet plus wide?
Someone else said I painted one of my walls in my room and bought a $500 projector HD, and it is fantastic, 300 plus inches.
That's the thing you got to get right there. That's the joint right there. It's an HD projector with a good setup, so you don't have to have. The thing is, you have to kind of mount it in your ceiling, which looks kind of dopey. Not as dopey as a 1,000-inch wide TV, though. God, 120 inches?
Yeah, 146. Someone else said my television is 120. Walked out of the store with it. It's crazy.
That literally is the size of that window. That's the size of our studio window. That has to be for like a rec room, right? You don't put that in a regular, you don't put a TV like that in a regular living room, right? That's so obnoxious. You would put a TV that big in your living room? That is so obnoxious.
Okay.
You guys have the balls to rag on me, and you have 100-inch
Oh, it's because you walk into it, dude.
All I did was laugh at it. You don't want to, if you're sitting in your spot, because you make a sweet spot, hopefully too.
I got to hold my couch, right?
You want the sound to hit there, that be the point where the sound hits, directly in front of that television, but you don't want to have to turn your head to see the whole screen. If you're looking at it, you want to be able to sit at it and see the whole screen in front of you without having to turn your head left to right.
It's unbelievable to get the whole picture in. Like, I couldn't imagine. Like, we have, I think I have one 72-inch TV, and we had it on the back porch so we could watch TV from the pool. That's the only reason. Everything else is like 60 inches.
Okay, I'm putting money on it. How long do you think it's going to take, Jack?
Oh, God.
For Jimmy to upgrade between an 85 to 120-inch television?
I'm going there today.
I think it's the first thing he does after he gets rid of that smell in the house.
No, the smell goes first, buddy. Every time. By the way, the Oculus did make the list.
Did it really?
Yeah.
I figured it would.
People buy those things and trip out and like loving it, and then they never pick it up again, and it costs them like $3,000 or whatever it is. So expensive. 407-916-1041. Text us.
Oh, they are.
At 77031. Take a little break. Come back, do some trivia, guys. Load them up. It is time to give you some tickets. Lionel Richie and Earth, Wind, and Fire on the line.
We have a prize. You have a phone. Get on board at 407-916-1041. Jim Colbert Show Trivia is brought to you by Cento Family Moving and Storage. That's CENTO Moving.com.
This is three-time Pro Bowler LeVar Arrington. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Staples Stores.
Louisville police have disciplined a detective for not turning on his body cam while arresting Scotty Scheffler at the PGA Championship. Monroe County deputies say Florida defensive lineman Mekhi Boro was driving 150 miles an hour while fleeing this past weekend. And Florida State, they'll visit Oklahoma tonight. It's the NCAA Softball Super Regionals. Winner of the best-of-3 set goes to the Women's College World Series. I'm Scott Davidson.
Staples can print anything you need to move your business forward, like banners, flyers, signs, and catalogs, some even same day. And now at Staples, save $50 on your print purchase of $150 or more. Offer N61. Visit staples.com/print for details. Staples, your local print and marketing expert.
Yeah, the family 4-pack is back over at the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. Florida residents can save with this exclusive offer featuring discounted tickets for a party of 4 over to the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. Download and print the coupon, and then come on out and enjoy it. Discover something new this summer by visiting the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. This is the only place where you can meet an astronaut, touch a moon rock, stand nose to nose with the real Space Shuttle Atlantis, and many more things. It's so much fun. If you have kids, not only is it cool, they learn, but it's so interactive. They don't mind if you touch the stuff and play with it. They love it. Launching a bold new territory this summer at the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex at a down-to-earth price. Calling all space explorers, it's time to come face-to-face with space. Get your tickets and learn more at KennedySpaceCenter.com.
I had a radio listener call me after an accident. The insurance company offered him $700. He hired me that day and we recovered $100,000. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Potential clients may not obtain same or similar results. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Yo, it's Angel from the Monsters. You want a big green egg? For the lowest prices anywhere, you got to go to my friends, Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up your big green egg so that you are cooking before they leave. Follow Wassie's Meat Market on Instagram or go to wassiesmeatmarket.com FringeMeatMarket.com for your big green egg today.
Secure your roof's future today. Don't gamble with the elements. Book a complimentary roof inspection with Universal Roof and Contracting now throughout May. Get 15% off any roof repair or replacement. Plus, enter for a chance to win $10,000 towards your next roof replacement at the iHeartMedia Orlando Dream Home Makeover. Call 855-ROOF-HELP or visit universalroof.com to schedule your inspection. Offer ends May 31st. Terms and conditions apply. Offer subject to change. Contact us for full details. Licensed and insured in Florida. CCC 057165. CBC 1258484.
This Military Appreciation Month, Navy Federal Credit Union wants to celebrate our members who go above and beyond every single day. That's why we thought you might want to hear some special thank you messages from your friends and family.
I want to give a shout out to my brother AZ1 Archie Castillo.
Hi, I want to give a shout out to my friend Colin, who's currently serving in the Army. Thanks for all you do. Happy Military Appreciation Month.
And from all of us here, happy Military Appreciation Month. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Oh, hi. My air conditioner is blowing hot.
For air conditioners making a funny noise, press 1.
No, it's...
Try to listen to the whole message before making a selection.
Sorry.
For air conditioners blowing cold, but not quite cold enough, press 2.
No, it's blowing hot.
I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Well, can we speed this up?
Don't get grumpy with me, or I'll take you back to the main menu.
No, anything but that. Please don't send me back to the main menu.
Fine, but I'm watching you.
Bet if I'd called Frank Gay, I'd already be getting my problem solved.
But you didn't call Frank Gay. So, what do we do now?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your air conditioner is blowing hot, you need a solution now. A helpful operator to guide you, all your options explained, and your problem fixed fast. That's the Frank Gay way.
If you're ready to pull your hair out, press 7.
Ah!
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
What about when life spells fried chicken?
R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
Fourth cup of coffee?
Still R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
Extra cheesy pizza?
Rolaids always spells relief. Rolaids' powerful dual-active formula begins neutralizing acid on contact to fight your heartburn fast. So, when life spells heartburn, Rolaids spells relief. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Hard Rock Live presents an evening with animal rescue advocate, motivational speaker, and star of Animal Planet's My Pack Life, Lee Asher from the Asher House, Thursday, May 30th at the Hard Rock Live Orlando. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster and the Hard Rock Live box office.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
Real Radio is on Threads at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Divorce? Call Trinley and Kramer, TK Law, onefirmforlife.com.
We now return to the Jim Colbert Show.
Hey there, listeners. It's Mama Judy again. Now, if you have not come out to the Orlando Fringe Festival to see my life story in Death of a Dandelion, well, where you been? We already had 4 shows. Well, don't you worry. You got 2 more chances to come out to see Death of a Dandelion, Saturday, at 2:50 p.m. and Sunday at 4:15. That's the final one. You better get out there in the Scarlet venue. Bye.
Bye. That's right, OrlandoFringe.org for all the show schedule. I'll be at the Ross Padgett and Joel show tomorrow. 10 sketches for the Friday night show. I'll be there with our buddy Fayez Kara from Primetime Kitchen.
If you're in the Church Street area, I highly recommend Jagged Little Live tomorrow at 6:55 p.m. That's the Teal venue.
Yeah.
But it's the one on Church Street. It's that new permanent space for the Fringe. It's called the Fringe Art Space.
That's right.
Pretty cool.
And by the way, you could actually see Alana's show and then go over and see Ross's show still if you get right tickets.
Plenty of time. It's
Plenty
only
of time.
10 minutes away.
Absolutely.
Not
Absolutely. All right, 407-916-1041. Your 5 o'clock keyword is money, M-O-N-E-Y. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Welcome back. I am Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
And Jack has the Jackie sack. Let's get it. All aboard.
Chugga, chugga.
Choo-choo.
Clickety-clack, clickety-clack.
We are talking. You will be dancing on the ceiling a week from Friday if you win these prizes. Dancing on the ceiling of the Kia Center, I say, because that is where Lionel Richie will be performing along with Earth, Wind, and
so good.
They are bringing along fire.
I heard.
This is all happening a week from Friday at the Kia Center. You can be there along with me because I am going. This is your prize today for JCS Trivia. That's what's in the Jackie Sack, and it's brought to you by
Cento Family Moving and Storage. Go local and support a family-owned and operated Orlando moving and storage company. Just make sure you mention the Jim Colbert Show, because that bad boy is going to get you a discount. So book them today at centomoving.com. That's C-E-N-T-O moving.com. Clickety-clack, back to you.
I tell you, I'm jealous of Jack. Jack is out. Let's go. My man is out. He is out and around, dude. He's seeing shows left and right. My man does not stay home. Jack is out there stretching it out. I love it.
It's my wife today referred to it. We're fringe fried because we've been out. It's like tonight is we're going to see a show tonight.
Well, not even that, but if you like Todd Rundgren, you're going to all these shows. And stuff. You're going out to see Ross. You're going out to see this Todd Rundgren show. You're going to Earth, Wind, and Fire
next week. Absolutely,
love it, man. I love that. All right, who goes first today, buddy?
That would be Patrick.
Patrick, right there on line 5. Patrick, how you doing?
Oh, hey Patrick, you there?
Oh, I got the wrong one. Hey, Patrick.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, very good, buddy. Would you like to play a little game with us?
Absolutely.
Let's do it, buddy.
Want to play a game?
All right, Patrick, this is a real easy game, buddy. I got a question here for you. 4 answers. One of these answers is a lie.
Oh, no.
I made it up. I am trying to fool you.
I can't believe it.
If you do find it, I will send you over to the Jackie Sack and, of course, out to see Lionel Richie featuring Earth, Wind, and Fire. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Here we go, buddy. On this day in 1958, comedian, actor, author, game show host.
Drew Carey?
Drew Carey is the answer. Former host of Whose Line Is It Anyway? Drew Carey was born on this day. Here are 3 fun facts about Drew and one showcase showdown of a lie. Talking about Drew Carey, buddy. Which one of these is untrue? Number 1, Drew Carey's middle name is Allison. Number 2, Drew Carey is a minority owner of Major League Soccer franchise Columbus Crew. Number 3, Drew Carey had LASIK surgery in 2001 and only wears his signature thick-rimmed glasses as a prop. Or lastly, Drew Carey is a practicing Buddhist. Which of those is a lie?
Let's go with 4.
No, that's true, buddy.
Is?
I got to tell you, that was the most shocking one to me as well. He is a practicing Buddhist. Drew Carey. Oh, flat top Carey. Who's next, buddy?
Let's see. Next up for bid is James.
Let's go to James right there on line 4. James, how you doing, boss?
I'm doing great.
Good, buddy. We're talking about Drew Carey. He's the host of Price is Right. Plus, he was the host of Whose Line Is It Anyway? Which one of these is untrue? Number 1, Drew Carey's middle name is Allison. Number 2, Drew Carey is a minority owner of Major League Soccer franchise the Columbus Crew. Or lastly, Drew Carey had LASIK surgery in 2001 and only wears his signature thick-rimmed glasses as a prop.
I'm going to go with the 3rd one.
No, buddy, that's true. He only wears those glasses as a prop. His eyes have been fixed for over 20 years now.
Oh, my gosh.
How about that life, huh? Not too bad. Who's next, buddy?
Joe, come on down.
Let's go, Joe, on number 2. Joe, how you doing?
Doing well.
All right, buddy, we're talking about Drew Carey. You got a 50-50 shot at going to see Earth, Wind, and Fire and Lionel Richie. Which one of these is not true? Number one, Drew Carey's middle name is Allison, or Drew Carey is a minority owner of Major League Soccer franchise, the Columbus Crew.
Let's go number two.
That's the one, buddy. You're going to Lionel Richie. You are a winner. Let's go. I love that. All right, buddy. Thanks for playing. We appreciate that, Joe. Put you on hold. Jack will get all the pertinent info, including your social security number, so we can clone a credit card in your name.
Jimmy.
Not funny.
A little funny. Isn't it?
No, because people really
believe
do
it.
that on social media.
They don't believe it. They have to know I'm joking.
Obviously, everyone knows you're joking.
Drew Carey's middle name is Allison. Like Allison.
Yeah, we get it. Like Davy Allison.
Yeah. Like Howard's ex-wife, Allison. All right, a couple other things you may not know about Drew Carey before we make it over to the top of the hour. Drew Carey's ex-fiancée, Amy Harwick, was murdered by her ex-boyfriend not long after they broke up. You remember that?
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a sex and marriage therapist.
Exactly it.
I do remember. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
They broke up but remained very close friends, and her ex-boyfriend, before they got together before she got with Drew Carey, killed her. Stalked her and killed her. Drew Carey is a former U.S. Marine reservist.
Oh, wow.
He actually spent 6 years in the Marine Reserves as a field radio operator.
Semper Fi.
That's right. And by the way, it was his last effort. He tried to commit suicide twice, by the way, this guy. He had dealt with severe depression as a kid, and he considered the military his last bastion, his last hope, and it saved his life. He gives it credit for really turning his entire life around by teaching him discipline and a number of other things.
Wow.
Getting him around people that, and just kind of being himself. And then he sued A&W Root Beer for breach of contract after they canceled his endorsement deal when his television character ate at McDonald's.
Oh.
So Drew Carey had a massive endorsement deal with A&W Root Beer and their food stores as well. On his show, the Drew Carey Show, the character ate at McDonald's. A&W said, no thanks, we're canceling it. He sued them.
Right.
They sued him, and they wanted not only for him to, they wanted him to pay back the money they paid him for the endorsement, like $400K.
Damn.
And it doesn't even say how the case went out. So
who won?
They kind of have a point.
No, they don't have a win. That's actually an interesting question for Ray. As a character, his character is eating the burger, not him.
But he is the character.
Yeah, I know.
And if he has an agreement,
I know.
Try and find a guy who drives for Coke drinking a Pepsi, or a guy who drives for Pepsi drinking a Coke. They will not do it. They know better.
Get out of here. They will.
They will not.
They will
They
too.
will not.
We'll fight about it.
I'll get a Coke for the fight.
And then lastly, he is the minority owner of an MLS franchise. It just happens to be the Seattle Sounders.
I see what
there we go. Yeah.
Columbus.
And by the way, he also has, he's a photographer. And for years, he was the photographer at Note for the MLS.
Oh, wow.
He would get, he's a massive soccer fan. He would get that field pass and go out and take photographs of all the players and stuff. And for a while, if you saw a picture of the MLS, if you look at the photo credit, it would be Drew Carey.
That's amazing.
Real quick, speaking of the MLS and the Columbus Crew, they are coming to town this Saturday playing Orlando City right here at Inter & Co Stadium, and you can hear the game right here on Real Radio 104.1.
Very nice, buddy. All right, 407-916-1041. Got a fresh keyword for you coming up right now. Back in a sec with more of The Jim Colbert Show.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Slow traffic continues on I-4 today in the Orlando area between US 27 and the 429 and between the Beach Line and 535. Still looking at stop-and-go traffic southbound on 1792 due to a crash blocking the right lane at Fairbanks Avenue. If you see other traffic problems today, make sure to call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Batteries Plus. Power on this spring and summer with Batteries Plus. In stores and online too, you'll find batteries for your car, RV, boat, motorcycle, ATV, golf cart, and more. Life's waiting. Power on with Batteries Plus. Visit one of over 700 locations today.
Are you ready to put some cash in your pocket? Because Real Radio is giving you a chance to win $1,000 by putting $1,000 in your hand. You know the deal with our national contest. We'll give you a keyword at the top of every hour from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And all you have to do is enter it on our website at realradio.fm for your chance to win. With 13 chances every weekday, you'll have plenty of opportunities to win $1,000 in your hand. But there is a catch, because there's always a catch. Right. If you get a call, you need to answer your phone. That's right. The key to winning is picking up your phone when we call. So don't send us to voicemail. This contest brought to you locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air, been in business since 1992. That's over 30 years. Carrier factory authorized dealer. Rebates up to $1,275 for brand new Carrier units. Turn to the experts. Carrier. And you can always turn to the experts at millsair.com.
I love playing pranks on my sister, and this deal going on at McDonald's is my chance to take the lead. Enjoy any 2 items for $3.79. From the iconic McDouble, the McChicken, a 4-piece chicken McNuggets, small fries, to even a small soft drink. I'm gonna pair my McDouble with her small fries, but secretly pull her fries out of the bag. She won't even notice. Hey, where'd the fries go? Sounds like my prank just got fried. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
What's better than air conditioning? A portable air conditioner you can take anywhere. Enter McDonald's frozen drinks. I call them air cup-ditioners. Air cup-ditioners come in all my fave flavors, like frozen Coke, frozen Fanta Blue Raspberry, and frozen Sprite Limonade. And they're incredibly cost-effective. Any size is just $1.49 after breakfast hours. My air cup-ditioner is on full blast. There are drinks. And there are drinks from McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Coca-Cola, Fanta, Sprite, and Limonade are registered trademark of the Coca-Cola Company.
Need a reboot? RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. Spring has sprung, so let's have some fun. This month, I'll help you reboot your old ride and save up to $8,000 on a new Mitsubishi. So if your old ride's a hunk of junk, don't let it leave you in a funk. You can even drive a new car today with a lifetime warranty, like the Mitsubishi Mirage 43 miles per gallon starting at $15,900. The popular Eclipse Cross, in stock and ready for delivery. Or the 2024 Outlander, 5-star safety rated, starting at $23,900. So if you've been dreaming of driving a new RC Hill Mitsubishi, don't get your wires crossed, because my team works hard every day, and that's what makes us different. So this week, reboot your old ride, and you could save up to $8,000 on a nicer, newer car. But hurry, a deal this good will shut down fast. I'm RC Hill, and I'm your car dealer next door. 2 locations, DeLand and Ocala. See all my trendy rides at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced. Vehicle purchase price determines actual discount.
Okay, this contract looks good to me. Let me just run it by my lawyer.
Everyone knows that having a good lawyer on hand can be a real game changer, which is why Legal Shield connects you to a vetted law firm in your state for a low monthly fee. Only Legal Shield has been providing this kind of legal peace of mind for over 50 years. Need an experienced set of eyes on that fine print? With Legal Shield, you can say,
let me run it by my lawyer.
Is the dealership giving you a hassle about warranty repairs?
I guess we'll have to talk to our lawyer.
And for that will you've been putting off, you can finally tell your family.
We're good. I had our lawyer take care of it.
Legal Shield isn't AI bots. It's a dedicated group of real lawyers who have your back, no matter what the future brings, all for around the price of those streaming services you don't watch anymore. Sign up at LegalShield.com/radio today. PPLSI does not provide legal representation or advice. See a plan for complete terms.
Friday through Memorial Day Monday. Get it all at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. A $500 Amazon gift card. 0% APR financing. No payments till next year. And shop the best used car selection in Orlando. Sutherland Nissan Orlando. OrlandoNissan.com. Home with a lifetime warranty. While supplies last. See dealer for details.
My wife and I both, we ended up mildly sick for a few months, and the nasal congestion was probably the worst part. I had like a post-nasal drip, just super congested all the time. We were taking everything we possibly could, but nothing really worked.
Kyrie was miserable until a friend recommended Navage. Navage offers immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Don't live in misery this cold season. Use Navage so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
The biggest thing Navage has done has completely cleaned out my nasal passages. It was from the first use. I was able to just clear out anything that was stopping me from breathing correctly. Navage helps me clear the way literally clear the way for me to operate better in the rest of my life.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit notimetowait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GRAND, G-R-A-N-D, GRAND. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
We now return to the Jim Colbert Show.
Okay, so you guys are, I think, overlooking the number one, most expensive thing that you only use a couple times, get sick of it, never touch it again. Doesn't first wives fall under that category?
Didn't see that coming.
Well, you could be like my girlfriend that said, I'm either going to buy a big screen TV or get a life. So guess what she did?
TV.
She got that big ass TV, didn't she, Mom?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. That's way easier than life.
Right.
I'm going to tell you straight up, watching TV is way easier than life. If I had my druthers, I'd watch TV.
Yeah, I don't even feel guilty about it anymore.
Yeah, you should.
Hell no.
I like that entertainment.
Yeah, GRAND, by the way, is your 6 o'clock keyword, G-R-A-N-D. Slide over to realradio.fm and send that away for your shot at $1,000, guys. GRAND should do it. Go to realradio.fm and good luck. We hope you win.
Yeah, we do.
How's that bidet working out for you? Keeping you clean as a whistle?
God, brother, let me tell you something. I use it to clean my teeth now.
Just move over a little bit, let the spray get a little bit more height to it.
You have to man spread to get there?
That is the water pick of a lifetime.
I bet.
Get it.
And all you do is you put your face right in the same shape where the toilet hole is and just let it rip. Smile big.
There you go.
Blast a piece of that Zellwood corn right out of there. Come Monday. All right, welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well. I have a bit of a weird, sad story, and I don't want to bring anybody down by telling it, but it is.
Okay, next.
Okay, stop. But it is. It's not sad per se. It is, but it isn't. Because this person who did what she did was told to do this. But how it kind of worked out for her kind of sucks. Here's the story. So this woman in Maryland, her name is Christy Piera. She adopted a puppy in December of 2022, right? She adored this puppy and was heartbroken when the puppy developed medical issues, right? And a vet suggested that the compassionate decision would have to be to put her dog down. Fast forward a year later, and the dog, the woman was stunned to see her beloved dog available for adoption on the same Facebook page that she originally adopted him from. Here's what happened. She took this dog after a couple months. He started acting a little differently. She took him to a vet. The vet said that he may have a neurological condition. He prescribed some meds and said go to the ER if he did not improve. He did not improve. So the woman took the dog to the ER, who agreed with the initial vet's assessment that there may be some major health issues with this dog named Bo. Very early on, the vets consulted and indicated there were tests that she could perform that were serious expensive. And she says that they communicated to her that Bo's quality of life may not improve. In other words, hey, look, there's some things we could do. And of course, if you have a pet, when the pet starts getting a little bit older, we've made jokes about these decisions, right? You know, if you have a dog and it's like $7,000 for the surgery, everybody makes that same crass joke, but for people who really are in love with their animals and that's their only loved one, that money doesn't even mean anything to them. All that means something to them is a few more days with Bo or Fluffy or whomever, right? So when these vets were saying to her, hey, look, even if you go through this expensive process, this dog's life may not improve at all, and you will still be out the money. And basically, it suggested a compassionate euthanasia, right? Now, you've heard of that before, right, Deborah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because, if your dog... Now, look, my dog was incontinent. So, we made that decision because she couldn't even take care of herself. She could barely walk. This dog was not like that. This dog was still young, but it did have some medical issues. By many vets said the same thing.
Still sounds like a scam to me.
So, right? Now, it's kind of weird. I don't know how would that be a scam? Because the vet's not trying to get the dog back. The vet theoretically doesn't have anything in for it.
How did the dog get back to the people who
There
originally...
Hold up.
Okay.
Let's pause there.
That's the scam part.
So when she took the when she took the dog into the place, the Montgomery County Animal Services said there's a box in bold in the form that said the pet owner is requesting a humane euthanasia, which she filled out. But it also states that Montgomery County acknowledges that the pet is treatable and adoptable. They can have the pet treated and then readopted. And that is exactly what happened. So she took this dog to Animal Services. The Animal Services said, I don't think this dog is in that bad a shape. Took him some time. They rehabbed the dog, found out the dog was going to be perfectly fine, and then readopted the dog. When the woman saw the picture of the dog on the Facebook page of the same Facebook, because she basically went back to adopt another dog, and then saw that her dog Bo was there. She's like, well, what the hell? They would not allow her to readopt the dog.
Really?
They would not allow her because apparently they have a rule that if you did that you could not come back and get another animal for them. It also states they conducted their own evaluation, did not feel that euthanasia was the right thing to do. They began the process of diagnosing Bo with what ended up to be a liver issue. And instead of returning Bo to this woman, decided to return the dog to the original organization she adopted him from. And then to sum it all up, they have a policy not to return surrendered dogs to their former owners for any reason.
There you go.
So that's exactly it.
Yeah.
If you adopt a dog, like if we were to go to Pet Alliance and adopt a dog, and if we return that dog to the Pet Alliance to surrender that animal,
right, then you can't get another animal.
Even if vets told her to do this. Like, she was following professional direction when she did this. There is a scam here. She got scammed. And the reason why is because she didn't take the dog there because it was causing a problem, or it bit somebody, or she couldn't afford it, or anything like that. She took the dog back to Montgomery County Animal Services because 2 vets told her to do that. But because of their policy, it doesn't matter why, they can't let her adopt the dog again. They can't get it back to her.
She got bad advice.
God dang, though, man. That's tough. That's a tough policy, man. She did nothing wrong here.
Yeah, no. In fact, she tried to do everything right for the health and happiness of the dog.
She sure did. But the thing
wasn't meant to be, Jim.
Is that in Florida? Like, is that the same thing here? Like, if I adopt a dog from a place like Pet Alliance, and for some reason I take it back and say that, hey, look, my living situation is different, and I go back and say, hey, everything's better now. I got an apartment. My job is solid. If she's still available, can I get her? Will they say yes?
It would depend on the agency that you would go to, I would imagine. So, like, if you go to the Pet Alliance, it may be different than Pets by Judy.
Yeah, because they can make their own rules, right? I don't know that there's a state mandate.
And I don't know if you've ever tried to go through like breed-specific rescue groups, but they have to do home visits, several home visits.
Yeah. And it says here that Montgomery Animal Services has a policy: do not return surrendered dogs to their former owners, and they have indicated they are sticking with that policy and they will not budge.
Yeah, to them, you gave up on the dog. Whatever the reason was, you gave up, and now we have the dog. You're not getting the dog back. Bottom line.
I know, but dude, Listen, what do we always say about even ourselves? Get multiple opinions. This woman did everything she was supposed to.
Well, did she get multiple opinions?
She did. She got 2 vets. 2 vets said the same thing.
Emergency room vet and her regular
vet.
And then who was it who said, it's just a liver problem?
Well,
that was the shelter.
The animal services, when she took it back to the animal services place, they're like, I don't know if she's got all that stuff. So they turned out that she had some liver problems, which they medicated and cured, and then put her back out for adoption. But then when the woman saw, like, what the hell?
Right.
That looks like Bo. Called up and said, it was Bo. We fixed him, and you can't have his ass back.
Oh.
Get a new Bo.
I don't know, dude. That's
She wasn't that attached. Come on. She had him a month.
Oh, Jack, just get a new Jeter.
He's 15 years in.
It does not matter at all.
Oh, I'll trade him in right now for a newer model.
Are you going to get a new one?
No.
Come on, dude.
Nope.
There's no way you're just going to have cats. Come on.
Whoa. He's coming in hot on the cat.
There's no way you're just going to have cats. You have to have a dog.
Why not?
No.
I just have cats.
Why wouldn't you have it? But you had a dog, and your mom's got a dog.
Did.
Yeah.
I did. I think my dog days may be over.
And you have a reason for not having a dog, though. You have a small area, and you're in a high traffic area, and you're
no yard.
No yard, very little yard.
I got the same
Jack,
issues.
You do not have the same issues. I've been in your backyard.
Yeah.
Although you have a gigantic weird oak tree back there, you have plenty of room for a dog to run around.
Yeah. No new dog.
Really?
No. Out of respect to Jeter.
Have you talked to? Oh, get
Jeter's
out
still
of
around.
here.
Jeter can. My wife listens on the smart speaker at home. Jeter can hear this.
Jeter can't hear anything.
Jeter, look, trust me.
Actually, Jeter
cannot hear anything. Jeter can't hear himself.
Yeah,
Jeter's starting to figure out the door stopper.
Exactly, he is, and I know he can't hear anything even when I go treat. Fireworks no longer phase him.
That's awesome.
He's trapped in a corner.
And now when I get treat, nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
I got nothing. I got to. And his peripheral vision is gone. You got to be right in front of him. Right in front of him.
How are his teeth?
Oh, they left long ago.
He just gums that treat, Jimmy.
Yeah. He does. Keeps him a little busier.
What does this poor effer eat?
Yeah.
What is his what does he eat? Like Vienna sausages?
He's got a special low phosphorus. Kibble. So it's for kidney problems,
oh
right?
My
so
God, this
he's
thing
got
is
that.
a nightmare.
But no, what I do is we cook clean chicken, and I put a couple pieces in each meal, and then a little bit of hot water. So what it does, it takes that chicken flavor, moves it around the kibble, then he'll eat through.
And it makes the kibble a little bit softer. That was always the trick with my dog.
Yeah.
Put in a little hot water, make it like a little gravy with the kibble. He loved it.
Really?
Yeah. It was the best trick ever.
My dogs still have teeth, though, so we're not going to do that yet. When Maisie died, our dachshund, she was donezo. They were falling out like icicles.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were bad.
See, that was weird.
She was 15 years old, though.
My Goldens never lost any of their teeth.
Really?
Yeah, no. But the issue with the dog breed that I love is they're big males. And, at the end of their life, you have to be able to pick them up and carry them. And I'm not able to do that on my own.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. When Dex passed, he, and we knew his back and lower back area was going.
Yeah.
We knew that. Because he would be walking and his leg would just give out. So we knew it was just a matter of time if he took a wrong turn or got up weird, that was going to be the end of it. And that's exactly what happened. He
You
went
mean like
100
Jack?
Yeah, exactly like Jack. Oh, my God. We'll have the fireman carry Jack down to the morgue. Swing him in there.
Bet that burp hurt, didn't it, Jack?
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, 407.
Texter made a real good point. This woman could have a friend adopt the dog and then give her the dog.
Oh, that's smart.
But, man, if they find out, can you imagine?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
This is a different Bo.
No, come on, stop. All right, 407-916-1041. Back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show. Hang loose.
This Memorial Day weekend, get ready to set sail on a 3-day voyage into the world of yacht rock. Go back, Jack, do it again. How long has this been going on? Like the wind. It's a yacht rock weekend on Real Radio 104.1. And to keep this promo in line with the genre, we will just fade out with the music.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Slow traffic continues on I-4 today in the Orlando area between US 27 and the 429 and between the Beach Line and 535. Still looking at stop-and-go traffic southbound on 1792 due to a crash blocking the right lane at Fairbanks Avenue. If you see other traffic problems today, make sure to call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Need an oil change? Short on time? Drive into Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Stay in your car and be back on the road in about 15 minutes. Our expert technicians use premium products for top-notch vehicle care. Quick, easy, trusted. That's Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Hey, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. These guys in town for about a year now, saving lives like crazy. Last count was like 70. It's got to be way more than that now. And that is not an exaggeration. Legit saving lives. And here's why. In 30% of heart disease cases, the very first symptom is sudden death. Now, look, if that's a 1 out of 3 for you to just drop over dead the very first time there isn't a symptom at all, you got to get over to Life Imaging FLA and get this free heart scan. This thing is a game changer. I got it for my in-laws, and the reason why is because I wanted them to have that peace of mind that me and my wife had when we got our scans at Life Imaging FLA, and that is exactly what happened. You can't believe the weight off my mother-in-law's shoulders. I was right next to my wife when she called with her results when they came in, and she was absolutely ecstatic, and for her dad as well. Perfectly clear. That's what it's all about, finding that information out, because early detection does save lives. So do exactly what I did. Call my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. Get that free heart scan with just a few minimum requirements. It is a $699 value, and they sell packages as well. And when you do get that package, you save money, and you can give those scans to your friends. Just pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan. Pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan. You'll be connected in seconds. Make that call today and make this the year you finally take control of your long-term health care. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
Divorce? Call Trenley and Kramer, TK Law, oneFirmForLife.com.
Friday through Memorial Day Monday. Get it all at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. A $500 Amazon gift card. 0% APR financing. No payments till next year. And shop the best used car selection in Orlando. Sutherland Nissan Orlando. OrlandoNissan.com. Home with a lifetime warranty. While supplies last. See dealer for details.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider. 800-200-1966. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-200-1966. That's 800-200-1966 for $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-200-1966. 800-200-1966.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just 1 dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people, Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage, Navage. Breathe easy.
Need a reboot? RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. Spring has sprung, so let's have some fun. This month, I'll help you reboot your old ride and save up to $8,000 on a new Mitsubishi. So if your old ride's a hunk of junk, don't let it leave you in a funk. You can even drive a new car today with a lifetime warranty, like the Mitsubishi Mirage 43 miles per gallon starting at $15,900. The popular Eclipse Cross, in stock and ready for delivery. Or the 2024 Outlander, 5-star safety rated, starting at $23,900. So if you've been dreaming of driving a new RC Hill Mitsubishi, don't get your wires crossed, because my team works hard every day, and that's what makes us different. So this week, reboot your old ride, and you could save up to $8,000 on a nicer, newer car. But hurry, a deal this good will shut down fast. I'm RC Hill, and I'm your car dealer next door. 2 locations, DeLand and Ocala. See all my trendy rides at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced. Vehicle purchase price determines actual discount.
Kick off your summer with iHeart 80s. Rewind to a decade in music that defined a generation. From Madonna to Michael and more. iHeart 80s. iHeart 80s goes commercial free all Memorial Day weekend and every weekend. Open the free iHeart app, search iHeart 80s, and start listening now. iHeart Radio. Free never sounded so good.
This hour of programming is brought to you by My Home Builders Network. Need new windows? Then you need Mike and his team at hbnusa.com.
Radio 104.1.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Hey, Jim Colbert Show, Prince of the Islands. I have another way out of this. Now you should just get somebody to adopt the dog for you. Give them $500 and that's it. The solution, there's always a solution. If there's a will, there's a way. Just remember that. It's just you have to be think outside the box all the time.
Yeah.
And Jimmy, I just wanted to let you know that I really, really, really love you, bro. Really do.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay, thanks, buddy. Prince of the Island failed to mention you need to have that $500 too.
Yeah.
You can wish a will and all that stuff, but he said $500, so you got to have that $500. Or all that wishing and willing stuff doesn't mean anything.
I'm not sure I've ever heard Prince of the Island so animated.
Yeah, I know.
Still tainted and unclean.
Or understandable. Yeah, tainted and unclean. The big Mount Dora Corn Festival is coming to town this weekend in Mount Dora. Time for a big old good time. Friday and Saturday, live music from Shelby Durrell, Mark Wills, 9 Days, and Will Jones. Russ is going to be there from the Monsters in the Morning from 6 until 8 p.m. that evening to kind of hang out. Fun for all, corn eating, cornhole contest, petting zoo, kids area, and like we mentioned earlier, fireworks. Pre-4th of July fireworks.
Oh, yeah, that'll be on Saturday night at 9.
Yeah, and they have free shuttle parking. Oh,
yeah.
Parking.
For tickets and
I love
info,
parking.
go to MountDoraCornfest.com. That's MountDoraCornfest.com. Don't make a mistake there. You could go to a really bad site.
Yeah, you could. But listen, the good news is admission is good for both days.
Yeah, it is. Is it really?
Yes, it is.
How much is it again?
It's $18 for adults, $9 for kids.
Damn, that's awesome.
That comes with 2 ears of premium Zellwood sweet corn.
I love that. So it's at that park there, right?
Yep. So it's right down past the Lawn Bowling Club.
Yeah.
It's with the circular driveway.
Very nice. Love that. All right, 407-916-1041. Your 6 o'clock keyword is grand, G-R-A-N-D. Go to realradio.fm. Send that away for your chance at winning $1,000.
Whoa.
What's up, buddy? The red phone just rang.
Yeah, we want to get 5 more winners before Friday night.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be wonderful. I don't know if you guys saw this story. It's kind of crazy. So, Jack, you've been on cruises, right?
I have.
How many? Just out of curiosity.
Half a dozen, maybe.
Half a dozen or so?
Yeah.
What cruise lines did you enjoy?
Royal Caribbean.
Okay.
I've been on Carnival, Royal Caribbean, and Royal Caribbean.
Okay, so Caribbean and Carnival, the two biggies, right?
Yeah.
Deb?
One cruise, Norwegian.
I've been on that.
Pearl.
I've been on Norwegian. I've been on Royal, and I have been on Carnival. We are Royal Caribbean people. We like Royal Caribbeans. That I don't know why. It just seems to be a better experience than the Carnival experiences we've had, which have been okay. I would just think Royal has more options, and they've at least made an attempt at upgrading the food quality and some of those culinary experiences while you're out on those boats for 7 days. You don't want to just cram hamburgers and chick fingers all day long. You like to have them at least make an effort at something cool. Well, there was a guy named Vincent, and he and his fiance, Sarah, they'd never visited the ocean. But when they bought their first house in Saginaw, Michigan in 2018, the real estate agent says, I tell you what, congratulations, I'm going to give you a cruise, a free cruise on Royal Caribbean. And they tried to book it, but after 2 years, because of the coronavirus, they finally had an opportunity to go and enjoy this cruise. And man, who doesn't like a cruise? And I will tell everybody out there, if you haven't been on a cruise, save some money and go. It's a lot of fun. They are a lot of fun. It's just cool to know that once you're on the boat, you can pack all your worries and stuff away in that little safe in your room and just go absolutely ape-s all throughout the damn thing, right? It's a lot of fun. Well, after 2 years, they finally got to do it. They chose the cruise destined for the Bahamas in part because it took that trip to Coco Cay. And for people who do not know, Royal owns this giant island. They've turned it into basically a water drinking playground for the entire family. Water park, balloon rides, swimming with pigs, snorkeling. It's a lot of fun. Took my family there myself. It is a blast. He's 31 years old. And it just so happened that on that day in Coco Cay, he wasn't feeling all that well. Started feeling a little bit off. The next morning, as the couple made plans in their cabin for their last full day of the trip, he started kind of feeling a little bad, made a pained noise. Then his fiance saw him having a seizure with blood coming out of his mouth because he was biting his tongue. She opened the door to find help, happened upon another guest, got him in there, took him to the infirmary. Medical crew took him down to the facility. He was giving anticonvulsants, fluids, and monitored, and then they released him to go back to his room. Well, he'd had some seizures in the past. They did not know what from, but he'd been a while since he had had them. It looked like he had some tumors at one point, and they were causing some epileptic kind of seizures. Took the medicine, blah, 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 blah. Well, this guy has 3 more seizures while on this boat. And about the time he had the last one, they're near the Bahamas and near where they're going to go. So they called a rescue boat to get him onto the island up to the hospital because they didn't know. Rescue boat comes out. All this is fine, right? His wife his fiance takes the rope down to the boat, climbs in, and before they lower him down, right before she is about to climb down to the boat, they walk up to him with an invoice. And they say, hey, look, before you leave this boat, you have to pay all your bills on the boat, including the rescue boat that we're lowering you down onto. How much do you think it was?
$30,000?
No, not like that. Nothing crazy.
Yeah, no, $3,000.
Yeah, $2,500. They wouldn't let him leave the boat after having 3 seizures on the boat without paying the bill first. They emptied his bank account. They took everything he had, and he was still short. They lowered him down anyway, and he still has to go to the hospital and pay those fees there. And Royal Caribbean, by the way, these guys sent a bunch of, hey, what do you think about this? And they have not responded. But they clearly say right there on there, any service offered while on this ship, you have to pay for before you get off the ship. They literally stood there and made this guy who had had 3 seizures pay for all these services before they dropped him down on that rescue boat to take him to the hospital.
And that's why getting that extra insurance sometimes is worth it.
Oof. Put on a stretcher, lowered by ropes off the side of the ship. She climbed down to join him, but before they disembarked, the bill came $2,500, 22 cents. And it says, look, when you cruise, you agree to pay all charges. Agree to pay in full all charges. You don't get off that ship. You don't go anywhere until that money is paid. I've never heard of that. I know that when you go to the infirmary on a ship, it is expensive. That's why we always bring a little bitty like a first aid kit with us, because if you need a Band-Aid or aspirin or anything like that, get ready. If you think it's expensive at a hospital, pay for that S on a cruise ship, and you prepare yourself accordingly. No fun. 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031.
Do you get that extra insurance when you guys travel?
You know what? We haven't because we didn't feel again. You know, I think
you never think it's necessary,
right? It's the arrogance of thinking that you're always going to be fine, and you know what are the chances of me getting hurt on a cruise ship when I'm drinking copiously every day?
Right?
Yeah, it's 100% almost. But yeah, we've never had an issue like that. We have seen people get injured on cruise ships. I've never been injured on one.
But I mean, even if you're
my
not,
liver.
even if you're not injured, you know, if you have a heart attack or something, it just gets so much more complicated.
Oh yeah. 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Did you guys see they're making a Brat Pack documentary?
I did.
Oh, interesting.
Andrew McCarthy is heading this up.
Yeah.
With Demi Moore and the rest of the Brat Pack. Now, and for people who are listening to the show and don't really understand who the Brat Pack is or what it is, back in the mid-'80s, there was a series of movies by a guy named John Hughes and other directors as well. But the movie really is St. Elmo's Fire and a couple of these others.
We used to do those in college.
Right.
Do you remember St. Elmo's Fire?
I thought that was a naturally occurring thing.
Well, it was, but the one that we used to do in college was different. You spray your college dorm ceiling with a lot of Aquanet, and then you set it on fire.
Are you kidding?
And then after all, you get this cool blue flame, and then after that, all the alcohol burns off, and then you use Pepsodent to cover the burn stains.
Yeah. I mean,
so by the time they come in to paint it and figure out it was toothpaste, you're gone.
So this group of actors, that's crazy, by the way. This group of actors.
I'm Deborah. I don't believe we've met.
Emilio Estevez, Rob Lowe, Demi Moore, John Cryer, Leah Thompson, and Timothy Hutton. That's weird. I thought that
I didn't know Leah Thompson was in that group.
I thought that
was Demi Moore. That was Molly Ringwald.
Yeah,
Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe.
Yeah, but what about
John Hughes? You had the John Hughes group, which was Molly Ringwald, John Cryer.
I thought all of those guys, Anthony Michael Hall.
I
thought all of those guys were part of the Brat Pack.
No.
Well, Brat Pack, Anthony Michael Hall crosses over. Well, they were in Breakfast Club, John Hughes.
They were in the movies.
Ali Sheedy wasn't part of the Brat Pack?
That was Breakfast Club. That was John Hughes.
She was part of those cast of the movies, but the Brat Pack were more like those clubbing, you know, like the Rob Lowe, the Demi Moores.
Robert Downey Jr.
Judd
Exactly.
Judd Nelson.
Amelia. No, he wasn't part of the Brat Pack.
Well, that's funny. They have his picture here.
Well, I mean, they're part of the Brat Pack in terms of the photos, but if you remember, they weren't like the crew that used to party together.
So here's what the deal is then. These are the people that are going to join them on stage to talk about it.
Oh, cool.
And it is kind of interesting because Emilio Estevez is the one that's really been the most, and by the way, let me finish the story. There were a group of young actors back then, and they were in a couple of these movies, and they were just they were in these movies at this one point, so the media deemed them the Brat Pack.
Yeah.
And it stuck with them for a while, and it's been like it's kind of been this weird thing, and they want to make this documentary to kind of clear the air of how they felt about that, as if anybody cares, but it is kind of interesting.
Well, I think they got into a little bit of trouble, their clubbing days, and that's how they earned the moniker of being the Brat Pack.
Yeah.
Like the Rob Lowe's, the Emilio Estevez, kind of that egomaniacal party scene that they had.
And there's nothing like that now. I mean, there's no group of actors that really do that right now.
Not since the Paris, Paris Hilton, Nicole Richie, who are rebooting.
The Kardashians would be like the closest thing they would have to it, right? Like that whole crew, like you're saying, Paris Hilton.
Yeah.
Is it Nicole Richie?
It's kind of like it was just a group of people that always seem to work together on projects, kind of like Adam Sandler's crew.
Right, yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
he's got a lot of he works with a lot of his friends.
That's
basically.
the absolute best example right there, is because that would be your Rob Schneider, David Spade, Chris Rock.
The guy from King of Queens.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
what was
Kevin James.
Kevin James.
Yeah, so. 1985 New York Magazine article coined the term Brat Pack as a riff on Frank Sinatra's Rat Pack.
Right.
And it used to refer to McCarthy and his peers, Emilio Estevez, Rob Lowe, Moore, Judd Nelson, Molly Ringwald, Ali Sheedy, and some others.
Yeah.
And Demi Moore, we know.
Right, for sure. And he says, and McCarthy's talking about it, and he says, I remember when that New York Magazine article came out, he said, OF. And then from then on, my career and the career of everyone who was involved was branded the Brat Pack.
Yep.
And the only people who really had careers outside of the Brat Pack, like sustainable careers, like Rob Lowe,
Demi Moore.
Emilio Estevez went behind the scenes with directing and writing, and Demi Moore.
And Molly Ringwald.
Yeah, for a little bit, I
Anthony
guess.
Michael Hall.
Anthony
TV.
Michael Hall is doing,
And Iron Man.
Oh, yeah, with Rob Lowe, for sure. Not Rob.
Why am I blanking on his name?
Who you? Anthony? No, you talking about?
Oh, yeah. Less than zero. Went to jail.
Robert
Downey Jr.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, the guy says that this thing kind of hung over them for quite a while.
It was.
And it was like one of those things where they were just branded that. And then it really affected their careers because, just until recently, have you guys heard about the new Demi Moore movie called The Substance?
No.
It's supposed to have, you know who Maggie Qualley is?
No.
She's, okay, do you remember Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Yeah.
The young girl that was like the hooker, always trying to get Brad Pitt to do something with her? The real young girl who was part of Charlie's family? I think it's the daughter of a famous actress. And she and Demi Moore apparently have a full frontal nude, like blood fight in this movie called The Substance. It's making like it's like like everybody at Cannes is talking about this movie where it's really gory. And Demi Moore and this woman get into a straight naked fist fight where blood and all kinds of crazy stuff. And that's the last thing I've heard Demi Moore do. I mean, she hasn't really done anything.
Margaret Qualley.
Yeah, Margaret Qualley is her name. Find out who her parents are. Her parents are famous actors.
Mm-hmm.
A fading celebrity decides to use a black market drug, a cell-replicating substance that temporarily creates a younger, better version of herself.
Right. And so she used to be, in the movie, Demi Moore was a former A-list actress.
Right.
Then she kind of, she aged out of that, and she was doing like a jazzercise show, like an exercise show. Then the producer comes in, played by Timothy Hutton, and says, got to get some fresh meat, get her out of here. They hire Margaret Qualley, but Margaret Qualley really is a clone of her, I think.
As a younger self.
As a younger self, so that
sounds like it.
Something like that. So it's supposed to be really weird, and they call it a dark comedy, by the way.
Well, this says horror on IMDb. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, a cell-replicating substance that temporarily creates a younger, better version of herself.
Yeah, Cabin in the Woods was like a dark comedy horror movie. So, I mean, they're out there.
So, Margaret Qualley's parents are Paul Qualley, who was a model and rancher, and Andy McDowell.
Andy McDowell, that's it. Yeah, the famous actress from Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
Wow, crazy. Yeah, if you read about this movie called The Substance, people are freaking out about it. Apparently, this one scene is pretty graphic.
Sounds like she's fighting herself.
Like full frontal nudity from both of them while they battle, and it gets pretty gross, apparently. But everybody is talking about it up there. She said, I have to be very vulnerable. I'm like, yeah, you're fighting another woman on a set, butt naked. Yeah, that's vulnerable. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. By the way, Bratz is slated to hit Hulu June 13th. So it's coming up here soon. So if you want to check that out, we will for sure. That is my era of movies. Although I've never seen St. Elmo's Fire. I
only saw it once.
I just remember the song by John Parr.
Yeah, exactly. No, is it Parr? No.
Huh?
Oh, it is John Parr. It is. You're right. I hate losing to Jack. Do it. Son of a bitch. Okay. You deserve it.
Dream Home Makeover time. We have 5 contests going, and I don't want you to forget about this because I want everyone to enter all 5 because this is a chance to win some really cool stuff. I really wish I could win some of this, but I am not eligible, but you are. And it's up for grabs: bathroom remodel, flooring, solar battery system, roofing, and large appliances as well. You go to realradio.fm/contest for your chance to enter. We're talking, you can register now for your chance to win a $10,000 gift certificate for new flooring from The Best Floors and more. That's just one of the 5 prizes up for grabs, and we're doing it the month of May. 5 different contests, each category offering its own unique benefit for improving your home to create the perfect living space. Again, the website, realradio.fm/contest. Good luck. I hope you win, since I cannot.
Very good. All right, back in a sec here. We have You Heard It Here First coming up next, and we'll get the hell out of here on a Thursday.
Real Radio is on X at Real Radio 1041, sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
What's going on in Central Florida? Fox 35 Storm Team Meteorologist Noah Bergman here. If you love heat, well, you're going to love the weekend. Lots of sunshine, temperatures in the upper 90s. I mean, could there be a pop-up shower? I guess, but we've got the chances at about 20% right now, with temperatures that will be close to records in most areas of Central Florida. Next chance for any decent rain probably comes in the middle of next week on Wednesday with a front. Doesn't look like anything widespread, but a couple of showers and storms mid-next week.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples can print anything you need to move your business forward, like banners, flyers, signs, and catalogs, some even same day. And now at Staples, save $50 on your print purchase of $150 or more. Offer ends 6/1. Visit staples.com/print for details. Staples, your local print and marketing expert.
Let's get you a brand new bathroom. Rebath in Mid-Florida is ready to go. It's 436 up in Altamont. They're right across from Kobe. And when you walk in, the first thing you're going to see is a bunch of models set up, right? There's like 10 of them, I believe. But don't think that's what you're buying. Those models are set up to show you the products they have that they can use in your bathroom. Different styles of tubs and sinks and toilets and lighting and glass and fixtures. It's all right there. And even better, if you choose Rebath to remodel or replace your bathroom and you tell them that you heard about them from us here at the Jim Colbert Show, they'll throw in $800 in upgrades to your bathroom. Fixtures, glass, tile, lighting, however you want to use it, it's $800 in upgrades. And let me tell you guys, these guys create great bathrooms, so great that the two big box stores that deal with DIY, the blue and the orange, Rebath installs their bathrooms for them. So you can certainly trust them. They have the integrity you want. They also have the design, and they have the time. 4 to 6 days is all it takes to install your bathroom. And like I said, you have a design team to help you with ideas to get the bathroom of your dreams. Again, don't forget to tell them that the Jim Colbert Show sent you and get that $800 in upgrades. Log on to the website, check out the before and afters, and then book your appointment. Your new bathroom's right there in Altamont at rebathmidfla.com.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
It's time for the Mount Dora Corn Festival, May 24th and 25th. Live music from Shelby Darrell, Mark Wills, 9 Days, and Will Jones. Fun for all with corn eating and cornhole contest, petting zoo, kids area, and fireworks. Free shuttle parking's available. For tickets and information, go to MountDoraCornFest.com. Sponsored by Med Spa Mount Dora, Visit Lake, and the City of Mount Dora. Don't miss the Mount Dora Corn Festival, where corn is king and fun is mandatory.
Tommy Mello here, owner of A1 Garage Door Service. Springtime savings are here, and now is the perfect time to service your garage. Don't wait until a simple garage door repair becomes a major problem. We fix garage doors fast and with quality parts designed to last a lifetime. Replacing the bottom rubber on your garage door can have a huge impact on the number of bugs you see in your garage and in your home. Call A1 Garage today and receive the best service, best parts, and best warranty in the industry.
A1 from day one.
Are you bogged down with constant sneezing, watery eyes, and congestion? Do you get sinus headaches and infections? No one should have to suffer season after season. And thanks to Aspire Allergy and Sinus, treating your allergies is easier than you think. With personalized treatment plans tailored to your needs and budget, you can say goodbye to allergy and sinus issues for good. Book your appointment today at AspireAllergy.com. Aspire Allergy and Sinus, where relief is just around the corner. AspireAllergy.com.
The number one cause of accidents is distracted driving, like cell phones, eating, and playing with the radio. So leave it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
This is Steve Kramer. Let me tell you a business secret. There are sketch companies out there selling awards. Make sure the awards earned by your lawyer are from respected organizations. At Trendley Kramer Law, our lawyers have been recognized by Orlando Magazine Best Lawyers, Florida Trend Legal Elite, Super Lawyers, and listed in U.S. News as a best law firm for years. We've earned the awards that can't be bought. Trendley Kramer, TK Law, one firm for life,
Jim Colbert here for FAS Windows and Doors. Are your energy costs through the roof? Well, it's time to replace your single-pane aluminum windows with the most energy-efficient option available. Keep the heat outside during the summer and inside during the winter. Too much outside noise getting in? Considering replacing older windows and doors with laminated insulated glass, providing as much as 100% improvement. Keep that noise outside where it belongs. Offering rebates of $100 per window and $200 per door. Also offering 24-month, no money down, no payment, no interest financing. For a completely free in-home consultation, call FAS or visit them online. Trust the leader, FAS.com.
Kick off your summer with iHeart 80s. iHeart 80s goes commercial-free all Memorial Day weekend and every weekend. Open the app, search iHeart 80s, and start listening now. Free never sounded so good.
Seminole Hard Rock Tampa is excited to bring you live craps, roulette, and sports betting. All under one roof, hotter than the Florida sun. Feel the luck of the dice, watch the roulette wheel spin, and scream for your touchdown as the big screen comes alive. Dine like a rock star, sip cocktails that shimmer, then dive into the heart of Las Vegas right here in Tampa Bay. Live craps, roulette, sports betting is here. Get in on the action now. Only at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Tampa, located off of I-4 near I-75. Gambling problem? Call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Look ahead with the team at TK Law to plan your family's future. Visit onefirmforlife.com.
Stay tuned to the Jim Colbert Show as we demonstrate our attitude of gratitude. Our thank you segment is sponsored by Life Imaging FLA. Now open. Call pound 250 keyword heart scan. Now back to the Jim Colbert Show.
Jimmy, you don't need a storm to need a generator. All you need is an idiot knocking out a power line, even way down the street, and you're out of power for the whole day. But with a generator, Generac, you can have your power back in 15 seconds, and it'll last until they put a new pole back in. So take that, buddy. Bubby.
It's duly taken. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Your 6 o'clock keyword is grand, isn't it? G-R-A-N-D?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, go to realradio.fm and send it off for your chance at $1,000. I threw my sheet all the way already like a dummy.
Oh, shame on you.
I know. Coming up tomorrow, we'll have Faya's Car for Primetime Kitchen. Let's see what else we'll have on there. We're going to have Embers Only, another one of those. Got another great cigar for you coming up tomorrow. Had a special version of that today.
I don't know if it's coming up tomorrow, but this Gideon Cookie story is pretty interesting.
Yeah. I actually read a piece on that today from somebody who had worked with him for quite a while, defending him, of course.
Yeah.
But I don't know anything else. I mean, big-time cookie company here in Central Florida opened up a store at Disney Springs. Employees basically unionized internally and then made some big, gigantic demands.
And that's fine. However, they did it publicly and anonymously on social media, and it really comes across as blackmail. It's kind of unsavory.
A little extortionist almost, right?
Yeah.
I would agree with it. Almost like, hey, if you don't do this type thing, and there are no names.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually when you make a statement like that.
And we're going to accuse you of all it can do is hurt business. And our mission, if you don't meet these demands, is to destroy your company.
Destroy you, yeah.
It's like, really?
Exactly.
Come on, man.
All right, 407. We actually may talk about that. I got to read that update I saw today.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to read the entire thing, but I want to read that today.
Yeah.
So I can kind of find out what's
the
going
weekly
on.
has an update as well. It's
That's
not
where I
by
saw
as another reporter's working
all right,
on that.
407-916-1041. Text us 77031. I am Jim. Deb is here, and Jack is here as well.
I am.
And then tomorrow is the last day that we have keywords for you here on this show.
Mm-hmm. That's it. It's the end of the run. We'll do it again in a couple months.
Yeah.
Over the summer, I don't know. It might be the for the iHeart Music Festival.
Yeah, we will have another pair of tickets to see Lionel Richie and our friends Earth, Wind, and Fire.
That's tomorrow. And as a matter of fact, you have 10 minutes left if you want to try and win the Todd Rundgren tickets. This is on the Real Radio Instagram page. You go to Real Radio. It's at Real Radio 1041 on Instagram, and click on our story. If you don't know how to get to a story, when you see our logo, you click the logo. If it has a red circle around it, that gives you the stories, and you find the one for the contest. You enter your email, and in just over 10 minutes, Gloria in our prize department is going to randomly pick someone and let them know they have tickets to see Todd Rundgren tomorrow night at the Plaza Live.
Also, Orlando City Soccer plays Columbus this weekend. We'll have the game right here at Real Radio.
We will. That'll be, coverage starts at 7 p.m. And all weekend long, Memorial Day weekend. It's a Yacht Rock weekend here on Real Radio.
That's right.
The sweetest of yacht rocks.
It starts at midnight on Friday night at midnight. Saturday, Sunday. You will have Sunday morning coming down. Don't worry. And then, but all day Monday will be Yacht Rock. We will be off. It's Memorial Day. But it'll be music all day, and it'll be of the Yacht Rock variety.
Very nice. Let's do You Heard It Here first.
It's time for You Heard It Here First on the Jim Colbert Show.
Well, speaking of the busy Memorial Day weekend, it's also the official kickoff for the summer travel season. The head of the TSA says this will be the busiest summer travel season on record, with over 18 million people expected to be screened at the nation's airports from now to May 29th. Not only that, the TSA says this will also be the busiest summer travel season on record.
In terms of road trips, those are really booming. And again, that gives people just more flexibility.
A spokesperson for AAA says they're forecasting nearly 44 million travelers now through Monday, which would exceed pre-pandemic levels. That's an increase of nearly 5% compared to last year. Something you had touched on earlier, Jimmy, is the fact that the period dubbed the 100 Deadly Days of Summer due to a spike in fatal crashes among teen drivers begins this Memorial Day. Florida Attorney General Ashley Moody says parents, warn your young drivers about the dangers and the many different kinds of distracted driving.
And whether that's texting, eating, trying to pick something off the ground that you drop,
Rusty,
talking to other passengers in the car. We know that teens like to pack into cars. You know that, I know that. We even remember that when we were teens over the summer.
Moody says talk to your kids about being safe on the road this summer, because she says parents can also model responsible driving to their kids, right? They're going to do what you do, not necessarily do what you say.
Right.
And then finally, if you like just wiping your butt with $100 bills and you can't figure out what else to do with your money, well, there's a new travel option. Bark Air is launching the first ever airline catered to dogs. God almighty. Started by pet company Bark, the airline aims to, quote, revolutionize flying for dogs, end quote, and launches today. A domestic flight, how much do you think that cost, Jimmy?
Just for the dog or for you and the dog?
I'm going to just say for the dog.
I'm going to go $250.
Jack?
$251.
A domestic flight costs about $6,000 a ticket.
What?
International tickets cost about $8,000 each.
Yeah, I'll just fly there and buy a dog.
Now, flights for May and almost all of June.
No, come on.
Are already sold out.
That's unbelievable, dude. People got too much cash.
The company will offer, quote, white paw service, end quote, with earmuffs and treats.
That is unbelievable.
For its pups, regardless, you heard it here first on the Jim Colbert
Thanks,
Show.
Deb. I appreciate that very much. All right, who do we have to thank today?
Well, we want to thank Corona Cigar Company. Of course, you'll be able to hear them tomorrow during Embers Only as well.
A little bonus edition of Corona Cigar.
Bonus gar for you.
Yeah, that Villager Nicaroma is a great smoke.
I just like the name.
Half price, by the way. A whole box of cigars for like $50, and you get a free lighter.
And Father's Day is coming up in the next 3 weeks. So if you've got a cigar smoker, great gift. Also want to thank Danny Meyering with Orlando Date Night Guide. You can find all of her suggestions for Memorial Day weekend at JimColbertLive.com. Also want to thank attorney Glenn Klausman. You can find him at Colbert Court. And then last but never least, Sam Bowen and Candace Rich for running our YouTube chat.
It's a free cutter, not a free lighter. I just want to make sure I got that right.
Yeah, free cutter.
Yeah, there you go. Jack, question of the day?
Yeah, have you ever regretted a big ticket purchase because of lack of use?
Yeah, because we did that a little bit earlier. People were kind of like, boats, RVs, stuff like that.
Oculus.
I have to say yes. I think most people out there probably have bought something they thought was going to be incredible, used it 4 or 5 times, and then realized that was a mistake. I'll go 66%.
Not too bad. 56% say yes.
Oh, wow.
Not too bad at all. All right, let's get the hell out of here, guys. Like I said, big day coming up tomorrow. Primetime Kitchen, another Embers Only. Your calls, texts, and talkbacks. 4 more opportunities for you to win $1,000. And, of course, tickets to see Lionel Richie and Earth, Wind, and Fire all up for grabs tomorrow. On behalf of Deb and Jack, I am Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the monsters in the morning after us. It's Tom and Dan with the corporate time and our friends from Real Laughs. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 for more of the Jim Colbert Show. Until then, have yourself a fantastic Thursday evening.
Stay cool. Bye.
Our Lord.
A corporate time with Tom and Dan is coming up next on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. Clausman Law.